Breaking news. We just found out that Charles' first character was a halfling and his name is Cade. So, Cade, if you're watching, we just started the stream. So, all right.
This for the first time. For the first time.
This is the first time.
This is not the second time.
We haven't been trying to mess around for the last half hour or anything like that. 45 minutes. We're starting at 8. We're just starting 15 minutes early, obviously, right? So,
yep.
Welcome to the Christmas episode, everybody. Merry Maiden's Festival, since Christmas doesn't exist in here. But
Merry Maiden's Fest.
If you guys hear the word Christmas, it's translated to Maiden's Fair, okay? If anybody says Christmas, it's just automatically... You rolled a D999?
I don't know why. I was just fucking around.
Okay.
I got a pretty high roll on it, to be honest.
Not bad.
I did pretty good. Right up there, 96th percentile on that.
Was
roll.
that your golf score? Hey.
Hey. Oh, come on.
Stick to your main sports. Stick to shovel ball, eh?
Okay. Yeah, like Michael Jordan trying baseball over here.
So, last time... last time we did make it to the sewers, and I really was kind of pushing hard for us to introduce Ian's character. So we did do that, but there was some stuff I definitely wanted to hit on in the warehouse that we didn't get to do. And that's the nice thing about being the god of this universe is I can fucking rewind time and we can just do a flashback. So you guys can, if you want to pretend like it was before, it's okay. We're all wearing different clothes, but I mean, like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna pretend like it was before. You know, like, oh yeah, we're still in the warehouse. Oh, we still got Dixon. Look at that. You know,
oh,
so
man. Can't wait
anything...
to meet the captain of the police. I sure hope he's a cool guy.
Yeah. So we're gonna flash back to last time, and there were some things I watched when I reviewed the footage as well that I thought you guys had done, but you hadn't, and I'm giving you sort of a second chance on something because I guess I just in my haste to move on, in our technical problems, I think I just forgot to do this thing. So let's go back
for Christmas. The best thing you can give is a second chance.
It's just the ghost of Christmas past. So here's what's gonna happen. This is the ghost of Christmas past. You guys are gonna go back into the Zent hideout. So the ghost of Christmas past, and then we're gonna go back to the ghost of present, and then I don't know. Maybe we'll even foreshadow the future. Where's Tiny Tim at? All right, let's do this shit.
Nice.
So, what was that, Scott? Did you make a noise? I heard.
I didn't make any noise. Okay. That wasn't me.
Okay, so we flash back to essentially Captain Kronch was talking with you guys. And he got an autograph from Tzar, and he was basically saying we'll take over from here. Me and the boys are gonna take over with the Kenkus and stuff like that. So they start to they're starting to go through some of the warehouse. All the other guys, all these guys here, start to kind of make their way through the warehouse and start looking through things. And over here we have Mako. He's by the body of Strum, and as you guys recall from before. When the crate was dropped after Tzar kind of cinematically flipped up over on top behind Strum there, there was like some kind of liquid that was on the ground there, and you didn't quite know what it was, and nobody's really done thorough investigation check on that, but essentially these guys are looking through it right now. Okay, so as they do that, they this guy right here, or this individual, let's say it's this dude. Looking through, and he's like, hey, Captain, I think we got something here. And Kronch is like, what's that? And he says, the dude says, it's like, it looks to me like there's a whole bunch of these crates here, and they're all full of glass. And, unfortunately, it looks like everything here is a total loss, especially those 10 vials right there. And he kind of points out, and there seems to be... from what you can see now that he's like pulled the body of Strum aside, there's within those crates there was a bunch of Amnian wine that spilled out, or it's some kind. It looks like an Amnian red. It could be another kind of red. It could be a Heidkont red, maybe. It's some kind of red wine, and it's mixed in with this viscous fluid. And the viscous fluid you recognize to be potions of fire resistance. and he's pointing out there's about 10 of them. And so Kronch goes, right, all right. So we're gonna take these guys and we're gonna clean up this mess. Nothing really here to confiscate. I don't know. You guys want? You guys are adventurers, right? You might need a little resistance to fire. Want to take some of these?
You guys don't need that for like evidence or something.
We'll keep looking around. I'll make my final report later.
Hell yeah, I'll take some.
So he basically, they hand out to each one of you guys a potion of fire resistance, and the rest of them he passes out to some of his men. And there's six potions that he hands out to his men, and then he hands out 4 potions. One to Tzar, one to Mako, one to Digson, and one to Hurk. So you guys have a potion of fire resistance you can add to your inventory.
Hell yeah.
And one of the Kenku just looks at you guys, and he's like,
oh, there it is.
And then Kronch kind of looks around and starts to kind of sniff in the air. He's like, "Oh, I can detect a good Amnian wine from anywhere. See if I can follow a trail here. There's got to be more." There seems to be a lot of illicit wine trading that's going on in the city, so he's gonna try to investigate that a little bit. So he's gonna follow his nose, and as he does, it kind of takes him over here.
I'll move to follow him so that everybody can see.
As he does that, though, he also we're gonna go over here. So as he does that, he passes by the little crate that seems to be open. There's just a bunch of hay in there, and there seems to be 2 little slots where there might have been some sort of round-shaped objects that is egg-like objects. And he sees a little cupcake with a candle lit next to it. He says, "Oh, Tzar, you didn't tell me it was your birthday."
I mean, what kind of lizard respects his own birthday, right? We live 3-4 years or something like that,
Yeah, so you gotta make them count. Here you go, big guy. Get it while it's hot. And he takes the cupcake, which to you is more like the size of a real cake. And he's like, yeah, make a wish. You never know.
Here's the deal with wishes. I don't really believe in wishing, but if you want me to make a wish, do you want me to do it out loud, or do you want me to do it to myself? What do you want, Kronch? I love you, man. I already love you. Tell me what you want.
Just give it a quick puff. So do you give it a quick puff?
I did. I was like,
oh, okay. And with that, Tzar gets a point of inspiration as he makes a birthday wish, and we'll see if that wish comes true later.
I'm telling you, Kronch, you make me feel inspired to do great deeds eventually in the future at a very tactical moment.
Oh, yeah, that's what friends are for. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you eat that cupcake there. It looks like it's been sitting out for a while, but tell you what, I can whip you up something when we get back in town, the better part of town. I make a mean Barovian butterscotch pudding that'll knock your Crocs off.
David, I gotta tell you out of character right now that you need to do a whole campaign as Kronch one day. He's just.
So as Kronch does that, he continues to sniff. As he sniffed the cupcake, he also was like, "Oh, hold on a second here. What do we got here?" And the Kenkus seem to be following him and watching him as he goes up to the wall here. And he starts to look around. He starts tapping on the wall, and he pulls a little lever that's on one of the there's a sconce that holds one of the little
Pull the lever.
what do you call it, torches? Okay, and he pulls on that, and it kind of depresses, and then he kind of looks at it, and nothing really seems to happen. And he goes, "Strange. That usually works." And then he takes a fist and just smashes the wall down right next to it with his bare fist, and just shatters it. And behind that, there seems to be a secret room that is over here. And it should be visible now because I think. Thank you. So it should be, I think, visible to you guys now. There you go. So you can see the door icon now, right?
Yep.
So that it looks like there's a locked door, and he's like, "Hey there, I'm not gonna say that you're, the type of guy that picks locks or anything, but you look awful crafty. Maybe beginner's luck. Why don't you see if you can get this door a try there, Tzar?" So if you want to, you can try.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean, buddy. I'll give it the old college try. You know what I'm saying? I've never done this before once in my life.
I never went to college, but sure.
Let me just get my tools out for this very specific purpose.
As he broke the wall, one of the Kenkus went,
Inconceivable!
as he flexes his muscles, kind of showing off to the Kenku, and they go. and the other Kenku is still shaking his head, and he says,
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
I'm just glaring at them at this point, hoping they'll shut up.
I'm just hoping they'll play the whole movie.
So you do a sleight of hand check, Tzar.
Oh, it was a sleight of hand check, sorry.
Yep.
All right.
How the hell did you roll your thieves' tools? How is that even possible?
It told me to, do it.
I don't even know what that is.
Hey, that's big.
There we go.
That bonus.
As you whip out your little kit, there's a little mirror, and you use the picks, and you don't break anything. Just real quick, just instantly unlock this tough-looking lock, and it opens with a satisfying clink.
Nice and satisfying.
Kenku
swear
goes.
to horror, if there's a fucking dinosaur behind here, I'm gonna be.
I better not get like more than 2 points of damage.
So Hurk says that out loud, and when he says that, the Kenku goes,
We have a T-Rex.
I glare at him again.
the other one looks at you that you guys as you start to open the door, he's like,
I mean, let's face it, in your particular field, you're the top minds.
so Tzar, you can go ahead and you can go through that door now.
Do I have to?
What's the matter there, big guy? You want a big strong Kronch to lead the way? He flexes his giant biceps, that are bigger than your entire torso.
It sounds like a good idea. I try to do the small things because I'm a small old man.
Well, you are kind of a small thing, but with a big heart. And he's like, don't mind me, as he just slides on by there. Up against the wall. And he kind of slides in there sideways. I could be stuck.
I hope I don't just kill Kronch.
He goes in there, he's like, oh yeah, it's all coming together. And as he walks into there seems to be several like treasure chests that are full of various bits of loot, as you guys can see now.
I don't think we can get through that door.
I think Kronch might have to move. I just move him.
His body is so muscly we can't look past it.
First time using a secret door here, so let me see. I can select Tzar. Should be able to see, right, Tzar?
Nope. Nope, can't see. Well, wait. I can go inside somehow. But I can't see while I'm inside.
It's a snug fit in here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me, buddy. It's like Kronch got out of there. So, let me try to reveal this again. No, didn't work. Reveal.
Yeah, I just have like a little L-shaped tunnel here, but I can't go past it.
All right, well, that's okay. I'll just have you guys step out for now, just because it's not that really that important. It is a really small room. It's supposed to be a hidden area, and the problem was last time I had Tzar start to look around, but I never had him do an investigation check, and I thought he didn't pass the investigation check to find it, but I had Renaer with him at the time before you guys got distracted and started talking over here, and he would have used the help action to help you find that secret door. But that was my bad. I never asked for the investigation check technically. I just told you what you found in these boxes, and so that was my bad. So as a way of saying because like Ian was like, have we explored all the places? I was like, well, yeah, technically you had, but you hadn't done an investigation check on this area. So
okay.
So that's my way of making up So like, I'll just bring it out so you guys can see. Kronch just kind of puts it up on one shoulder. There's actually 2 of them. And he just throws right onto the floor there. He has one in each arm, and he throws both of them onto there. And as he throws them, they both bust open to reveal the contents. On this one, it seems that there's 4 wood-framed paintings that are wrapped in leather. They depict the cities of Luskan, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate, which are some of the major cities along the Sword Coast. Each one of them are worth 75 gold pieces. So that'd be 300 gold pieces total. The second crate looks like it was stolen from a caravan along the high road. It contains 15 10-pound silver trade bars, and they're all black from corrosion, but they're still worth about 50 gold pieces. He also finds several bottles of Amnian wine, and after investigating the one, there's a mage that he is with, and he has the mage do a little detection spell on it and determines that it's safe to drink. And so he says, hey, a little toast here to our hard work here, and holds up one of the bottles of red wine, and the Kenku says,
Hey, we were saving that!
He's like, settle down, friend. He's like, have you guys forgotten that you're imitating the people that said that? And the Kenkus seem to be upset that he seems to have found some of the loot that they were looking for. And, he's like, these guys had some good stuff here. And the Kenku says,
At no expense.
you said it, buddy. And he pops it, and he offers a swig to Tzar if he wants to take a swig of this wine.
It's bad luck not to take a swig when offered to you by a esteemed member, I should say, of law enforcement. I'll take a little sip of that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, God bless. So, God's bless. So, so here's the deal, guys. All right, we do have to confiscate some of this. This is evidence here with the paintings, but I'll tell you what, you can keep the silver bars. You can take some of the wine, and I don't know. I never really liked that Neverwinter place very much. You guys can take that one. And he gives you one of the paintings that depicts Neverwinter, and Renaer just kind of looks at it and he's like, I certainly don't want that.
And you from Neverwinter?
Precisely.
Just bad memories of home, huh?
Yes, indeed. That is where my father rules the city, and though I'm not particularly, I was never really raised in Neverwinter. I've been there loads of times, and nothing but bad memories in that place. So you guys have acquired one of the leather-wrapped paintings. They confiscate the rest of them as evidence, and you have the 50 gold pieces worth of those silver trade bars, which are corroded, but still pretty good. And then you have you each get a bottle of mysterious red wine. And not really sure what type it is until you check it out. And then you also get I think I mentioned the painting, right? Yep. So, that's what you find.
Is that 50 gold bars each? Or?
The silver bars are corroded, kind of blackened a little bit, but they're worth 50 gold pieces. Essentially.
Okay. Is that one bar for each of us? Or
It'd be 500 silver pieces or 50 gold pieces. You guys can, whenever, I guess we'll assume that whenever I give you guys this stuff, just divide it by however many people are present, unless somebody says otherwise. So I'll always tell you how much it's worth, and then you guys just do the math to divvy it up. So if there's 4 of you, it'd be 50 divided by 4. I don't know. Just round up.
Are you cool with us just like immediately converting that into coins, or should we keep them as individual items?
Either that's going to be like
I would enter them in as what they are, so that you can keep track. So I would say silver bars, and I would say, just how much is worth 50, whatever 50 divided by 4 is.
That's going to be like 12 and a half.
Yeah, so just put like 13. Always just round it up. to the nearest.
Tell me, is this unknown wine carbonated?
Oh, there's a sparkling wine. It's used for special occasions. You can cork it and store it for later, but or you can just shake it up and celebrate now.
Celebrate, man. I need to have confidence for this next thing I do. Probably too much confidence.
Give me a performance check as you shake this up to shake and
What
spray.
kind of performance check?
Performance.
Just performance is what it's called.
That kind of performance check.
Chink.
So how exactly would you try to open this thing? You shake it up and then you try to pop the cork. As you do it, you shoot the cork and it hits this mage in the forehead, and it just you get surprised, it just sprays him and covers his entire
What I would do?
He's completely soaked in like half the bottle's worth of. You wasted about half the bottle just sprayed on this guy.
As quickly as possible, because I just made a great friend in Kronch.
So the mage the mage looks over at you and just kind of gives you a look, and the mage says, luckily I'm a water mage, and uses shape water to prestidigitate it off of him, and he dries himself immediately.
Beautiful.
And I think I have the wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember if I did this last session, but can I do an insight check on Kronch just to see if he has ulterior motives? Because I feel a little suspicious that he's like being a little too friendly for somebody who just met us in a confiscatable warehouse.
Okay.
Hurk, that's like the guy just met Derek Jeter, Shovelball. What do you expect him to act like? Haven't you been around a celebrity before, Hurk? Come on with the inspection.
Let's go back to how it was there. Wait, now it's
15
gone.
on insight.
So, which interaction were you trying to just let me know? Like, what in general? Just the latest interaction? Because
yeah, about him just like walking around and giving us loot. Because I feel like this is kind of not in the police handbook, but I'm kind of curious, like how to treat this. Like, does he have an ulterior motive? Is he trying to bribe us so that we owe him a favor? Is there like something?
From what you gather, this guy. All of his over the top theatrics and his sneaking around, it just seems like he's just a really goofy guy, and he just likes to he wears his heart on his sleeve kind of thing. It doesn't seem to be to you that there's any level of deception.
He's one of those chaotic good types, I see. Okay.
You think he'd be lawful good, but anyways, that's what the water mage does. So. Yeah, so luckily, Tzar, you sprayed a water mage, so he's able to help you. So anyways, yep, you guys, you have that half a bottle there if you want to partake in imbibing some wines. I won't say that you'll get drunk off of just a half a bottle, but if you keep drinking anything else besides that, like if you drank the whole bottle, you probably would have had one level of drunkenness. All right, so you guys do that. So yeah, you guys, he's like. Kronch is like, that's all right there. What's this guy's name? How about
Kevan?
No.
Tzar?
Water mage. Easy there, Dolph.
Dolph.
It doesn't. Yeah, like Dolphin. Yeah, he's like. He's like, don't worry, Dolph's a good sport. He doesn't mind getting moist every now and then. Are you guys some kind of? Come on, moist makers.
You've heard of us.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you guys have some kind of... I mean, you guys are adventurers, right? So you got some kind of name you guys go by?
Honestly, I love the way that rolls off the tongue. The moist makers? Hell yeah.
Is like, is your friend here the quiet one, the weird one? Is he part of it too?
Oh, he's the leader of the group.
Oh, is a lit. Well, Mako and the Moist Makers has a nice ring to it. And then the Kenku hears that, and it says this.
So be it. You shall be the fellowship of
The Mako and the Moist Makers. Very well.
You guys have like a muzzle you can put on those things or something, because I'm just dying to go hacking at them.
He's like, they're just a bunch of they're just greedy Kenkus. They like their treasure. What can I say? And you're taking their loot, so they'll be fine once they get onto the next shiny thing. And the Kenku says,
The treasure to be found was the map that no man can read.
yeah, what he said. So,
But can
anyway,
a fish read it?
can a fish read what? The map?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
He says, so I assume that you guys are, not to be nosy, but assume you guys are going down to the sewers after this, right?
Yeah.
So like
you know where they are, right?
Yeah, the sewers. The sewers we're talking about before.
Yeah.
The sewers, the things that are underground.
The underground sewers. The sewers that are specifically underground. The sewers that are under the streets that are specifically placed over the sewers. Those sewers? Yeah. So it's like, just be careful. I hear there's some kind of creature roaming around down there. You might want to be careful.
Kind of.
What's gonna happen?
And
Not gonna
the
run into like a two-headed crocodile or something, right?
That's ridiculous. I've been there. I've been down in them zoos. I've been down. I lived there for 5 years. I slept under a tarp under the zoos. I never seen no two-headed crocodile come near me.
it's some big fellow that's been roaming around down there. I don't know. We got a few guys exploring, but we really don't. We're the city watch, and the city guard is supposed to be delegated down to the sewers, but they don't patrol quite as much as they used to. And I don't know. There's been reports of some large, hairy individual down there. So just be careful.
Let me tell you, Kronch. Okay, I love you. No way is there a large, hairy individual in the sewers, okay? You're going to get all sorts of stuff in that hair. That's why you see these sleek scales, the sleek body I have. That is sewer-worthy, because all the shit just slides right off.
I think what my little friend here is trying to say is that he's going to go in first as bait.
Sounds like a solid plan, I'm sure. Sure, that'll work out for her. And he's like, just kind of looks a little bit nervously over to to Dolph over there. He says, right, Dolph? And Dolph just kind of looks at him. And then the Kenku over there is like agitated, goes,
Tell it! Unsolved mysteries! Find out who gives a shit about Bigfoot!
he's like,
Update. Do you got the update?
like, that was kind of weird. What?
Okay, go on.
We'll see if we have an update on who gives a shit about Bigfoot. But anyways, I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff going on down there. It's kind of confusing. I just want you guys to be careful. Be ever watchful. Don't just waltz into a situation and expect it to turn out well. But I'm sure with Tzar here as your fearless leader, well, no, he's not the leader, but as your guide, you should be perfectly A-okay.
I am the leader, but that's okay.
So you're like co-captains then.
He's the assistant.
Yeah. He's the co-captain, and I'm the captain. Yeah.
The one Kenku hears him says, "Be careful," and he says this.
There is evil there that does not sleep. And the great eye is ever watchful.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, the great eye is ever watchful.
The great eye.
Whatever that means. Let's keep going.
He's like, Kronch is like, huh, great eye. Interesting. All right, boys. Well, let's clear these guys out of here. We'll get out of your hair. You guys have yourself a nice day. Let's cuff them and stuff them, boys. And they start to escort these Kenkus out of there. And one of the Kenku says this.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Man, they got the trombone section and everything.
Yeah, they're a little touchy. The other one says,
Whoa, no touchy. No touchy.
and then the cops just start beating the shit out of them with their clubs, and they seem to submit.
Finally, I've been waiting for this.
One of them is unconscious, and the other one's just has a muzzle. They do have a muzzle, and they put a muzzle on them there. So, and with that,
I think he was saying about the eye was related to Zapsplat at all.
so we'll have to find out as you guys make your way. They start to clear out, and you guys make your way outside towards the sewers. Tzar, you too.
Nice.
And you kind of make your way through the crowd of the dudes there, and you guys find the sewer. And now, we go back to flash forward to the present, to the sewers.
Man, why didn't anybody warn me about the croc or this giant hairy man?
He did. You didn't hear him say something about there's a giant monster in the sewers?
No, I remember him saying something about how great I was at shovelball at that one tournament in the east side of the city.
Wow. Yeah. I guess he did say that too. You have very selective hearing, don't you? Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be whispering right now. You have very selective hearing, don't you?
What?
You have very selective hearing, don't you? Oh, okay, I see what you're doing here.
By the way, it seems like before,
And
like
I reach out to push Tzar back into the water, and then I stop myself after thinking about it.
I mean, he is on 2 HP. Hey, but you back to 2 HP here.
Oh, I gotta put myself back.
There you go. I don't know if it updates. Boom, the splatter of blood. It did seem though like the Crocs thing was a good choice. I was gonna have Kronch try on all the Crocs and basically tell you guys like he was gonna take all the Crocs so you guys wouldn't take them. Because if you had the Crocs on, I don't think the lizard people would have liked that very much. So you guys just let me go to the sewer. So you guys where we left off, Tzar, you guys are sitting there like Renaer's still on the other side. Tzar's in pretty bloody shape. You guys just met this Bigfoot guy. And it seems like Tzar really could use either some healing or maybe a rest. So if you guys want to, you can take your first short rest if you'd like to here. But anytime that you're in like a dungeon, there's always a chance that something might creep up on you guys. But I mean, it's kind of just like a risk you'd have to take. The healing potion will not fully heal you.
I just want to point out in this campaign, we've been to 2 fully equipped bars and inns. We've been to...
Yep.
We've been to many places, and now that we're by a shit river, we're going to sleep.
Here, shoot that right at home, man.
No, short rests, you don't need to sleep. Short rests are only an hour.
Short rests are an hour. Long rests are 8 hours.
Okay.
And during long rest, there's still people that you can set up to watch. So short rests are essentially the way they work is you take some time to address your wounds and to just kind of try to relax. You can do like various activities that aren't anything that's not physically strenuous, and then you drink water, food, supplies, and stuff like that. And you do get to roll for some of your HP. So before you use your healing potion, you could use the healing potion and then do the short rest, and that would probably bring you back up to full health. If you use a healing potion that's a regular one, it does 10 points of healing. Like I just click on this, heal full action instead of a bonus action, and I'd say regular potion, and it'll tell you it does 10 HP. You guys can see that, right?
It's beautiful.
Sorry, I got to adjust the stream. It's not right.
I should have been on that.
So yeah, if you guys ever want to know, but if you do healing as a bonus action, like in the middle of combat, you just take a quick swig of it. I have this thing do a little calculation, and it tells you, okay, it rolled for it, and you can only get 5 out of your 10. So it's always better to use healing potions outside if you can, just focus on the combat. But sometimes you just need to administer really fast to yourself or like heal somebody else using an action. So yeah, when you do the short rest, you roll your hit dice. So I think Tzar, you have little hit dice because you're a rogue. I don't think you have like the big barbarian D12. You have...
What do I got?
If you go to your character sheet, it should tell you you have 2 D8. So you have however many hit dice according to your level. So you're level 2, so you got 2 D8. So you'd roll 2 D8 up to 2. You don't have to use them all. You roll your hit dice and you regain that many HP. So if you roll 2 D8 and you get like 4 HP back because you rolled bad, then you'd probably still have to use the potion, or you can just rock with it. And you don't have to.
Well, let's do we're doing the short rest, right? And like, I'm going to do the roll, right?
If you guys want to, I would recommend it since you're like pretty low on health, and that won't even bring you back up to full HP. It just is 10. So I'm not trying to metagame, but I would do it if I were you.
I'm going to try for it. You guys agree with me?
Seems like a good place to do it, to rest.
So like Hurk won't get back.
Good time to rest, yes.
Yeah, like his lay on hands and stuff like that is a long rest ability. So some abilities are only long rest and other ones are short rest. But every time you short rest, you should be able to use your hit dice. It's just per adventuring day, you might run out of, I only allow 2 short rests per day, just like Baldur's Gate, but you might run out of, you can use as many hit dice as you want, but you might run out of hit dice before you do a long rest. You get them back when you do a long rest. So you might run out of the ability to fully heal yourself back up, but you can use as many as you want. You don't have to roll them all at once either.
The way I always treat it is if you have hit dice left, go ahead and use those first because you'll get those back on a long rest. And a potion.
Potions are rare.
So I should use the 2?
No.
Well, use one, see if it heals you, and then if you're still hurt, use another. Yeah.
Exactly.
I love it.
Is anybody else hurt? I think Bigfoot, you also can roll Big Lebowski because you're at 20 HP out of 27.
All right, so we're doing a short rest, bro.
You were just, yeah. So you guys are going to take a short rest. You guys can roll your hit dice to regain some back. You got 2 HP back from that. You can certainly roll another one if you need to.
I guess I do.
Yeah, but if you just like do the hotkey. Okay, so you got 2 more. So I said, actually, that was the example I gave. Like you roll bad and you get 4. You just get 4. Wow.
Also,
the ghost of Christmas future.
I
predicted
you also add in your Constitution modifier for each of those too, right? Yeah, the automated one adds in your Con modifier.
Okay, good.
Roll.
My Con is 1, so that means I get another 2.
Yeah, so you can say like roll 1d8 plus whatever when you do it, but you already rolled. But let's just add it on. But
so you'd get 6 back total.
Ian should have good con, I think. So
you just hit the short rest button like in your character sheet.
Also, you have the Wanderer ability. I'll just show everybody too. Or not? Yeah, like once per day you can find. Since you're really good at scavenging, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 people each day. So it's kind of like having Goodberry in a way, like sort of. And then because you find berries and shit. But then also, since you require twice as much food, you count as 2 out of those 5 people's worth of rations.
Please do me a favor and wait until we're out of the sewers to start foraging.
Yeah. Well,
No, man, come on.
It's going to be a challenge to find fresh water down here, I bet.
I don't want to be like, oh, what's this? It's just some fish. Where'd you get it?
It's sushi, all right? That's why it's got the seaweed on there. It's seaweed, okay? It doesn't look like seaweed.
Okay, so I hit a 7, so I'm back up to full health here.
The sewer sound effects going back up.
Tzar, are you still hurt?
Kinda, halfway. Yeah, I got half health.
You've got the potion there if you want to drink that. We got time.
Oh, I guess I'll drink it. How do I drink the
Trust
potion?
me, if you've never had one, you're going to love it. They taste like cherries. It's great.
It tastes like whatever you like them to taste because it's magic. You know, you're just like, yeah. You know, it's like whatever Tzar's favorite flavor is, it becomes that. It sounds like Hurk likes cherries.
To be specific.
So
I don't want to say what it tastes like to me, but it rhymes with Bloaka.
Right. Okay.
I'm saying it tastes like lady bits. Let's see. So I'm back to full health.
There we go. There's the sewer. So I'm taking that back down. So you will gain 10 points. Whenever you use it as an action, you gain the full amount. If you use a bonus action, you only get partial. So you just know you gain 10 HP. And what were you at? Like
I was at 8.
8. So you're back up to 15. So yep. So essentially the way it's going to work is you guys are going to tell me kind of what you're going to do during the short rest. So I assume that you and Bigfoot are going to. So here's kind of what's going to happen. Okay. Renaer suggests to you guys that while you're short resting, that you guard each end. So there's this end here and this end here. So which end would you guys like to guard when you're doing your short rest?
I guess since I'm already over here, I'll guard the gate side.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So Bigfoot and Tzar are going to go on this side along with Mako, I guess. He's not really participating that well, but he's with you guys. You guys are kind of going to watch over here, and Renaer crosses over using Mako to get onto here. And it seems like, Hurk and Renaer are spending their short rest just kind of like sitting down here, kind of watching the gate and just kind of sitting down and resting with your feet can kind of dangle over the edge. You can sit down and relax. There's not really much other place to sit besides the ledge there. And then same thing for you and Bigfoot are over here. And so I'm gonna give this short rest an opportunity for Tzar and Bigfoot to talk, Renaer and Hurk to talk, and then Mako is gonna just kind of be going between you guys. And okay,
Mako's just talking to himself.
I'm also going to need everybody to roll me a d6 dice, please.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to have Mako roll as well, because he's technically here.
Jesus.
Did you roll a 1? Oh, okay. I'm going to roll for Mako. I'm going to roll for Mako. I'm going to roll for Mako anyways. Let's see here.
Can I take a short rest myself just really quickly? Like I'm talking 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Are you talking about in real life?
Yeah, I gotta take a leak.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. We could take our break now if you guys want to before we come back. I mean,
I don't need a full break.
Like a short rest.
I didn't take a 30-second leak.
Mako rolls a 2.
Yeah, go for it.
I won't have Renaer roll because, you know, it's the main party. But in the future, I'll probably have your guys, if you guys have a traveling companion, I'll probably have them roll as well. Essentially, from a mechanic standpoint, whenever you guys take a short rest in a hostile enemy territory or like a place where there's a dungeon kind of thing, there's random encounters we roll for. And whether or not certain events happen until like what degree that they happen, it's all based off of the dice rolls. So that way, it's not like I'm forcing stuff onto you, and but there is always a risk that when you go to rest somewhere that something might happen. Some sort of encounter. It doesn't always have to be combat, but just somebody might come by and be like, hey, where are you guys? You know, and you'll be like, oh, just mind our own business. And they go, all right. And they just keep on walking by, you know, like that's if like you roll really well, you know?
Dixon comes back out and it's just like, what's up, guys? Sacrificing went great. Just, you know.
And I'll usually keep the dice rolls about the same. I don't know if it's like metagamey to tell you like which rolls mean what, but it's not that big of a deal even if you do know like what's bad or good because like it's random. So,
right.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Tzar. Okay, so we're gonna start out with Mako and Tzar, which you guys are doing on your short rest, and then we're gonna move over to Hurk and Renaer.
Well,
so Bigfoot is essentially helping out with giving the potion and stuff, and you guys are tending to your wounds.
Hey, Bigfoot. I'm like, man, what are you doing here? Who are you? Tell me about your life. You know, back in the old neighborhood, you didn't run with a gang until you proved yourself. But before I knew you, you proved yourself. You know how many people can do that? I'm over here about half weeping because my best friend in the world, Dixon, left, kidnapped by a bunch of other lizards. I didn't trust the smell of those lizards. You know, a lizard could smell a lizard, and when a lizard smells bad, it smells a little bitter. It tastes a little bit like nail polish remover, and you can tell it's their morals coming through. You understand what I'm saying, Bigfoot? Anyway. Who are you? That's how I spent my fucking thing.
I'm just doing me, man. You know, I've been traveling around. Can't really remember my backstory. Looking for my family. Something happened.
Are they also like this?
No, I'm the tall one.
Oh. How tall are the other ones?
Nah, they're all like me. I'm should have refreshed myself about my backstory here.
You have any questions about how you got down there?
I feel like someone important went missing, and I was like looking for them, right? But I can't remember who it was.
His name is Nain Rouge.
My buddy, the Nain Rouge. He disappeared one day. I've been looking for him, and heard tell that some bad luck was happening down here. You know, he's kind of a clumsy guy. Bad stuff happens when he's around, so I thought maybe I'd check it out.
You know, bad stuff happens when he's around, you say. I've been through these sewers about half my life, like 4 months. And I've never been eaten by a two-headed croc before. He might be close.
That's what I'm hoping for, man. Maybe you can help me find him. You seem to know your way around this environment. I'm used to like the forest and stuff.
Yeah, I've been around shit heaps before. Smell that, Bigfoot? that scent in the air, that tells me 3 things. 1, we're in the sewer. 2, it's a busy day upstairs. 3, there's about 13 orcs, 55 humans, and 4 elves taking a shit right now.
It's very perceptive, man.
I'm always accurate, at least within 3 elf shits.
I like your vibes.
Me too.
Can I award Tzar some inspiration for this lovely character development over here?
You can give him one of your points of inspiration if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm loving this.
Do you have one
Really?
left?
Oh.
Or 2?
One left.
I think
What, you
got one
giving me the
left.
whole
I
thing?
had 2. I'm dropping down to 1.
Okay.
I don't know.
Zara, do you have 2 now? Because you had your birthday one and that one, right?
That's 2, yeah.
How's
got 0.
Okay.
And,
Character
yeah, I know. Unfortunately, yeah. And then Mako, I think, has 1 as well. But I can't really use it because I'm gonna let Cade be the determinant of inspiration. Yep. So you guys are all at 1 except for Tzar, who has 2. Well, it's not Bigfoot either, but I mean, Czar's the only person with 2 inspirations.
All because of my shit backstory.
I wish there was like a little number I could give you. Let's say this. Let's say if you got 1 inspiration, you got Tzar. I'll give you that. That kind of blends in with your thing. If you're all the way juiced up with inspiration, I'll give you the little icon there or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Like it.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you guys, do you want to talk any more about Bigfoot, where he's from, what he's doing, what you guys are doing down here at all while you guys are doing a short rest? It's about an hour.
Can I ask you a question, Bigfoot?
Yeah, shoot.
Let's say you're in the woods. You gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep clean? I've seen advertisements where there's bears involved and it's expensive stuff they sell.
Yeah.
But what do you do in the woods?
I'm always near a stream, you know? Got like some Bday action.
You see that makes sense.
It's like a way that you greet another Bigfoot. You go, Bday. Good day, mate. And they go, Bday. That's a critical role jokes. I'm sorry. That's what their barbarian always says is Bday instead of good day.
Oh, okay. So that's why people can't find you, is because when you go to take a steamy one, you just drop it right in the river, and the scent travels further into the downstream, and you're just completely invisible to any scent tracker.
Yeah.
Wow. Respect.
Okay, with that gripping conversation.
Okay, go on.
With that gripping conversation, we're gonna go back over to Hurk and Renaer, who are kind of dangling with their feet over there. They're resting, they're recovering, they're drinking water. Mako has given some clean. He's used shape water to clean some of the water so you guys can drink it. It's very pure, very clean. Some of the most pristine water you've drank, actually, with the spell.
I'm going to go ahead and abstain just for the principle of it.
Okay. So
I'm in no
Renaer
danger of dehydration right now.
was rather dehydrated, so he definitely and he thanks Mako for the water there, and he's like, and Mako's like, and he thanks him, and he also says and thanks him for the ride across the water, and he's like, wasn't that excuse me, but doesn't that water? I mean, is that what you did when you swam across the water to make sure that you didn't get sick? And the Pharaoh says, yes, something like that. Also, I do believe that Mako is of the water, so I'm sure his immune system is used to the kind of diseases that you may find, these waterborne illnesses. So
I heard about this once. I think they called it filter feeding.
I'm not quite sure exactly.
Yeah. Something about
there are still some areas of his mind that I'm unable to access. Mako is fighting his own battle right now within his head. It's almost like you can picture there's a maze that he's navigating, like when he tried to solve this puzzle the first time, and now he needs to come to grips with himself again.
That's a puzzle? Like a jigsaw puzzle or something?
Yes, it's very important to him. It's actually it's what he found that brought me to him. It's made from driftwood. It's a very special item. I'm sure he can tell you some more once he comes back in two. But until then, I will try to aid you with some small magics. But I should tell you, Hurk, I was a great wizard back in my day, and I do know a thing or two about casting magic, but it seems that my memories are foggy, and when I'm in this body in particular, I don't have access to all of my spells. I'll try to assist you if you get into trouble, and I can most likely get us out of a tough spot here or two, but every action I take, every action that I take really is quite draining. It's quite exhausting. Really.
I don't know. Why did you put the emphasis on action there? Like it was some sort of noun or some sort of resource that gets consumed while you're in battle or something.
Sometimes I have a certain battle awareness. I was a great tactician in my day, and sometimes fate itself will tell me to accent a certain word when it seems appropriate. I know not exactly why I need to put the emphasis on there, but I put it on nonetheless, because that is what the weave tells me to do.
You know, I bet if I were to break down my combat style into something called actions, I think I understand exactly what you mean.
Yes.
Okay.
But just think of me as some sort of bonus that I can give you to act on things with.
Like a bonus action.
Sort of, yes. I mean, I don't know if the nomenclature, if you understand what that is, yes, then, and I guess you could call it a bonus action, perhaps. I might be able to help you.
Hey, Bigfoot. I think that fish is talking about boning us.
Nice.
Like a bonus action. Yes.
You're into that, huh? I like
one
it.
Really likes action. He seems to be always seeking action. So essentially, what that translates to you guys is that whenever, so when the Pharaoh tries to cast spells, he's going to take one level of exhaustion whenever he does an actual
I don't think we need the
action.
Translation. It was pretty direct.
just be clear on that for you guys.
We'll try and keep you out of action as much as possible.
But I may be able to also help you with my battle meditation. I may be able to help you in combat.
We will
from the back line.
We will take advantage of you. Hey, fish boy, we'll take advantage of you like exactly 2 times. How's that sound, huh?
I promise I won't take advantage of you at all. I don't know what he's talking about over there.
So as you do that, Mako starts to try to just he likes to use rope and things like that. He starts using some of his knowledge of like ship building. He's like a shipwright. He knows how to construct boats and stuff like that. He tries to repair this bridge in case you guys have to like make an exit out of there without having to cross on his back. And he's going to spend his short rest working on this bridge. Okay. And as you do that, Renaer is starting to. He looks like he's starting to recover a little bit from where he was at before, and he turns to Hurk and he says, "Listen, Hurk. I have to thank you again for the healing you did earlier. I was in rough shape."
Hey, no problem, pal. Put it right there. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Know Your Ally.
Nice.
Action.
Okay.
Nice.
Give him a you son of a bitch handshake.
So he clasps you back, and you guys are going to do...
Do you have to say you son of a bitch for this?
I don't think so. I just got to do the
He's going to choose... He's going to choose
to do the flex thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead. We're going to make a... No, I think he has a... I can do it with this, maybe. I'm trying to do the NPC check. He doesn't have...
That's
Let's just do a straight roll. I'll do a straight roll with his modifier. Whoops. Just trying to double click on it. Why is it showing me this really bizarre... Okay, there we go. So you know that... let me roll this this die here. And it's going to be a d20, and then rolls a 7. So you win the contest with him, and he goes, damn, you're bloody strong. And he's like, you really are one tough son of a bitch. And And so now you can gain knowledge on his AC, strength, and whether or not his HP is equal to, higher, or lower than yours.
Okay. Do I have to choose one of those on what I want to learn?
Yes.
Let's go with his... let's go with his AC.
So what's your AC? 18? His is equal to yours, which is plus or minus 2 of that.
Okay, cool. Good. He's not a little glass cannon. Good to know.
Yep.
All right.
So he's and he starts to cough. Sorry. Actually, you know what? I forgot. When he did that roll, he's got one level of exhaustion, so he would have to re-roll that too. So, but that's kind of like he's coughing as well because he's exhausted right now from being tortured.
Okay. And
he says, "I'm sorry. I could usually put up more of a fight, but I'm just not myself. You see, those bastards were at me for hours, and I'm completely knackered."
That's fine. We'll try and go easy on you down here. Hopefully we don't need to have you in the thick of the battle either. What is it that you came down here for? What did that orc man take from the locket? It was a map, right? I bet it was a map.
To be honest with you, Hurk, I don't know what was in there. It was just my mother's locket. My father gave it to me as a mourning locket, and I thought he was just doing
press the button on it that opens the secret compartment.
No, I just thought to look upon my mother's face once again. There's actually a picture. It's actually a picture of him and his mother there, Tzar.
His mother was hot.
There was a small child in the portrait. It's a portrait of him. It's like, see, when my mother died, she left. She didn't leave me, or she didn't give my father anything. She left everything with me. I think that's part of the reason he resents me is that. Well, he married her for money, of course. She has the Brandoth name to her name and on all of her fortunes, and I think that he resented that for me. I was surprised he even gave me a locket. I thought it was thoughtful of him, but I don't know, I was rather emotional, and I was 18 at the time, and just after my 18th birthday, my mother died, and I wasn't exactly thinking to investigate the locket he gave. I thought perhaps there was still some good in him. It turns out it was just another one of his plots.
So you got a large inheritance from your mother. What happened to that? Were you rich at one point and now you're slumming it down here in the sewers?
Oh no, I'm quite rich. I mean, I don't do bad for myself.
Wow, look at yourself.
No need to be modest. I'm not going to hold you up for cash or anything like that. I'm not asking for a reward. I'm just kind of want to learn more about who I'm fighting.
I am.
Sorry, you can't hear this conversation, Tzarafar.
I'm whispering.
Besides whispering, yeah, I know this is all whispers. So they're kind of whispering in a whole voice. So
it's a freaking sound tunnel. You can hear anything.
There's some echoes. Actually, you guys have -5 perception. You guys have -5 perception checks to sound because of the water in this. It's
that was actually Czar's response to me asking about how he feels about if he's in defeat.
Wow. Alrighty then. We're learning.
You know I am.
Bigfoot.
I just keep saying random things that are apropos, but also have nothing to do with your conversation.
She says. So Renaer says, my father was always resentful of the fact that my mother didn't leave things for him. Although she did have to sign over the famous Brandoth Hall to him, which is our family's estate, which he renamed the Neverember Manor. But I would like to. I do have claimed ownership. Well, it's a bit of a long story, Hurk, but yes. You mentioned before that that when I told you that I used to be an adventurer, you said that I took an arrow to the knee. You asked me that. But it wasn't an arrow to the knee that I took. It was a dagger to my back. It was my father's dagger.
It be your own people.
You see, these sewers, they bring up a lot of awful memories for me as well, because
your father stabbed you in the sewers?
Well, not quite exactly. My father owns several estates, including the Rourke House, which is in the Northern District. And
I love Hurk's interrogation tactics. Where you said it was like this? It's the sewers, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I made intelligence my dump stat, so this is on brand.
I love it.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Can I give him back his inspiration for this character?
It was. No, Hurk. It wasn't. It wasn't that he stabbed me in the back physically. It was metaphor. You see. I don't doubt your intelligence, but I will tell you that much. It was a metaphor, you see, because back in the day, do you know who the Black Staff of Waterdeep is, Vajra?
You're not allowed to say that, Bigfoot. You know when you're talking about.
Are they related to Yagra at all?
So you know that the Black Staff is the head mage of the city.
Okay.
It's the title they give the Black
Staff. I know
Staff.
them, of course.
Well, you see, my father had his wizard was gunning for the position of Blackstaff back in the day, and that's actually where the story of the sewers comes into play, because there was a plot by my father's wizard to take over the Blackstaff position, and they abducted Vajra and held her within the Rourke house, which he owned in the northern portion of the city. And they tortured her for days, and it wasn't until 2 men from the Plumbers Guild, Foxel and Varum, you don't need to know their names, but I remember them because...
Write them down anyway.
Because they heard the torture, the sounds of torturing from beneath Rourke House, and they reported it to me, since I was, of course, was our estate, and I went to go find her to investigate this, and we did manage to rescue Vajra from the clutches of the evil wizard Kondar, which is this. You guys don't really need to know it, but who was my father's head wizard. But unfortunately, one of the plumbers from the Plumbers Guild died in the process, and they tried to pin the murder on me and frame me. And my father, in his infinite wisdom, decided to turn the other cheek, refused to clear his own son's name for murder, even though he knew it was Kondar who had framed me. And that, my friend, was the stab in the back. We did manage to, of course, get Vajra out of there, and once she had control of the Black Staff again, she was able to regain all of her powers, and we were able to retake the Black Staff. My father never once mentioned the fact that he left his son framed for murder. So
I know that feeling all too well, my friend.
Have you ever been
stabbed
in the back?
Thing, yes, of course. I would go into my whole long backstory, but
oh, please, I
get it. Backstory.
Yes, my backsteps. No, I mean, I once worked for the Tzarafar Guild. They framed me for some shit, and I got sent to jail for a long time. Yada, yada, yada. I escaped jail, and now, I've kind of sworn vengeance against the whole guild, and we're going to take them down eventually.
Right. I'm sorry that happened to you. I can see why you particularly have a bit of a chip on your shoulder about the whole incident with the Tzarafar. I mean, seems everyone hates the Tzarafar. Vengeance is something that, if it is within my power, I will help you claim that vengeance. But you should know, Hurk, I do appreciate to know that there are other good members, other good people in the sewers, like Faxel and Varum, who are adventurers like yourself that are trying to do some good. I've become a bit jaded over the years since I used to be an adventurer myself, and I just want you to know that if you I'm sorry for what happened to your friend Dixon, but I do mean to honor what I said to him, that if you would help me find Floon, I'll honor the reward that I will give you for helping me find Floon. Because I think the city could use more adventurers like you who stick up for everyone, and not just the humans. I see that perhaps they may have pinned you just because you were a half-orc, and that's not right. And that's actually my group, the Moonstars. We originally formed for the unification of all races against evil, not just humans. And I feel that if we are successful in this endeavor, I will honor my agreement, and I suppose if there are to be adventures in the city, they'll need some sort of headquarters. I may be able to provide that.
Oh, excellent. That would be extremely helpful. You're a good guy, Renaer.
You're not so bad yourself. And he rolls up his pant leg and kind of scratches at his a little itch underneath the back of his knee. And as he does that, he reveals there's a scar in the back of his knee. He says, it's kind of shaped like an arrow. And he says, wasn't all that bad, really. Don't understand what all the fuss is about.
See, I keep hearing these rumors of adventurers quitting just because they got shot in the knee with an arrow. I'm like, that's not a career-ending wound. You could easily walk away from that. Well, limp away from that.
A bunch of bullocks, really.
Yes.
Kind of rubbish adventurer gives up just because they took an arrow to the knee. And he kind of just laugh and then... So yeah, he says, but no, seriously, if you want to me ever, your friend here, Mako, if he ever wants to be introduced to Vajra the Blackstaff, I'm sure he's interested in magic, right? I'm sure she could help him out. There's the whole academy they have for magic, and wouldn't mind introducing you. A little bit of networking, you see. And
maybe we should just wait until he gets a hold of his faculties first. This guy that you've been meeting and talking to is like alternate personality. We don't really know that much about him yet, but stick around. We'll find out.
Right. Well, I should also. So he says. See, he's like, Vajra would. She's very young, but she's the youngest Blackstaff there's ever been. But she's got a good heart. She after I rescued her, she did give me a token for. She said it. She got it crafted by Lady Silverhand herself, and he shows you this ring that he has on his finger, and it's got the symbol of Waterdeep with the moon over the water, and he says Lady Silverhand herself made it. She says it will help those who work tirelessly for the city, and it was honestly this was the only thing that kept me conscious after the beating they gave me last night. Once per day, if I bask under the light of the moon, it can help renew my energy. But I'm saving it for Floon in case we find him. He'll need it more than I do. So essentially, the way that this works is it's a ring that are given also to the Moonstars. They can use it to cure one level of exhaustion, but he's already used it yesterday, so he can use it again today because there is a moon out. But he's saving it for Floon.
That's mighty noble of you.
Yes, I do hope that we find him soon.
Maybe I'm not part of this conversation, but do we know what phase the moon is in?
It is so the festival is made so that
I didn't know what happens 15 days from now.
You do,
Just
actually.
like how I mean, we could be like...
It's the 21st of chess in spring. There's an exact date you guys are starting at, and it is important, actually. So it's not a full moon, but it will be soon.
Okay, so we got...
The moon is very important because
we're waxing. We're building to new moon.
It's waxing, yes.
Or to full, okay.
So
You're not suggesting that there's gonna be a wolfman involved in this shit, are you?
I'm just saying, like, as long as there's a moon, this ring works.
So you guys know.
So if we were at the end of the moon cycle, it would be a problem.
A new moon would be a problem. Yes.
We're less than halfway, so we're good.
Right.
Okay, full moon's the real problem.
Full moon is great.
Good.
New moon is like.
So you guys know that the Sea Maidens Festival or the Sea Maidens Fair worships all of the Sea Maidens, right? So like Umberlee, which is like the bitch queen of the sea. Then there's also the moon, who is
the bitch queen.
That's her nickname. Yeah,
I'm not used to the bitch queen.
The one that they make. Mako would know a lot about this. There's her,
that bitch queen.
So there's Umberlee is one, and then there's Seluna. Seluna is the goddess of the moon.
In the actual Dungeons and Dragons lore,
Scott,
there's a bitch queen?
I'm trying to tell you the lore, man.
Yeah, I'm just asking the question.
Okay, they just interrupted me a lot, like I'm trying to tell you. So, So there's Umberlee, who's like the sea maiden, and then there's Selune, who's the goddess of the moon, which is very important to the people of Waterdeep, since that is their sigil. In fact, the city watch has the moon that's over the water. So it is important to know the phase of the moon. So it's a good question, Ian. So and he's showing you this, and it's basically the blessing of Selune. It's Renaer's ring. So he's just showing that you guys to let you know that that he has that there. All right, so like, yeah, Mako hears all that stuff, and when he hears the networking thing, he goes, networking, that's a pun, right? Haha. And he's keeps on working his merrily way, and he keeps on he seems to be making a bit of noise there as he's repairing the bridge. And as you guys start to wrap up your conversation there, you guys can it's about halfway through your guys' rest. Renaer gets up and starts to watch over with Mako there, and go ahead and Tzar and Bigfoot, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Nice.
Both did very good. So you guys hear that. So there's kind of like so first of all, you hear all that. So there's a like a -5 for like sounds and stuff like that. But the guys both rolled high enough to still hear. So you guys notice that there's, other than the sounds of these rats that are all across the ground here, you can hear the sound of like wind coming in from like a gust, like a gale that seems to be coming through one of the cracks that is over here near where you guys are at. And there seems to be like some loose bricks that are over there. And you start to hear as you stop talking, because you know the conversation has come to a lull, and all you can hear is the sound of the wind, and then you start to hear a rumbling sound, and that rumbling grows stronger. How do you? It's right here. How do you guys?
Where is
react to the rumbling? Right here. There seems to be some loose bricks in the wall, like a crack right here in the wall.
I don't see your. Is it like here?
There's no ping
here.
Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Sorry.
Here?
Right here. Right.
Oh,
between where you guys
very
are all
close
at.
to us.
Is the rumbling loud enough that I would hear it also?
No.
Okay.
You'd have to be like right next to it, and even then, it's a -5 on your perception checks. So you'd have to pretty good roll to hear it from there. Be like disadvantage for you plus that. So you could try it. You want to try to roll for it?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Because you're talking with Renaer, and you guys have just had this kind of conversation. And you're sitting there, and these guys, they're off doing their stuff over here, and here's the crack right there.
Okay, so there's like a crack in the bricks.
Yep. I'll give you guys a few seconds to decide what you're gonna do, and then
should we like peek through there, or like just kind of brace for attack? What are you thinking, Tzar?
I'll give you guys a time to you can quickly exchange what you want to do, but it's kind of one of those spur of the moment things. What do you want to do? You can turn to talk to Tzar, but you hear a rumbling noise, and it's getting louder and louder.
It's a rumbling. I feel like we should just shout to the other people, there's a rumbling.
Brace for whatever's coming here.
Just shout ominous rumbling between us.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Ominous rumbling.
Okay.
Knowing that we're in a sewer, I feel like my first thought is somebody flushed a giant toilet, so I'm getting prepared to like hold on to something so I don't get washed away.
No, not that kind
so
of
you
rumbling.
Guys, you almost lean in like, huh, what's that kind of noise? There's a rumbling, and then all of a sudden you hear this, as something bursts through the wall and says, "Yeah!" And a large man comes out and reveals himself. And there's as he bursts through the wall, there's like concrete and like loose dirt and dust, and like there's shit, like he used to be like this giant like cup-shaped man who's filled with this glowing green fluid, and sloshes everywhere as like chunks of the brick and shit are floating it. And he goes, "Oh yeah!" And I want everybody to roll for initiative.
As soon as you said the crumbling wall, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be the Kool-Aid man.
Wow, Why the fuck am I the first? Jesus.
You probably have like 4 times more dex than me.
Oh, is that what it is?
This guy seems to almost be floating as he does this here.
Well, okay, well, my fucking work, I'm just gonna go hide behind Bigfoot.
As he bursts through the wall too, you notice that there are these other figures, these ghoulish figures with glowing eyes that seem to have some sort of whoops. Nope. Sorry, I'm trying to do shortcuts.
What do you think this is? Jim Jones motherfuckers.
They seem to have cups in their hand, and they seem to be taking the cups, and they seem to be holding out in front of them these ghoulish things, and they seem to be looking around at you, and they seem to be following him, almost as like these henchmen of sorts, these ghoulish henchmen. And they're also going to
look like the cups are also sloshing whatever liquid is coming out of him.
Yep, it looks like they are sipping whatever he's sipping on.
Okay.
It's the same green glowing fluid. It's almost like an ectoplasmic.
They drink the Kool-Aid, you might say.
It's almost like, yes, one might whatever Kool-Aid is, sure. These are ghouls though, so it might be more like a Ghoul-Aid, really. So
oh my god.
So they follow this Ghoul-Aid man of sorts, these ghouls, and they seem to be holding these cups out, and he's like, oh yeah, and he's like seems to be barking out orders at them, and they seem to be nodding as they start to spread out and move towards you guys.
So wait, there's how many of these guys?
I'm not sure why it's not rolling initiative for them. There we go. Let's do them individually.
I gotta know why some people get a fractional initiative. How does that happen?
So it's for tiebreakers.
Okay.
Oh, I think it does have everybody. I just need to scroll down. Okay, that's what it was. I just need to scroll
it's
down.
me, Bigfoot, the closer guy to us, the not Kool-Aid man, Hurk, other guy.
So Tzar with your...
Where's my boy Mako? Where's my boy Renaer?
So since you guys were like right next to him and there's like shit flying all over you, say that you two are surprised by Ghoul-Aid man because he's right next to you and just...
But where's Mako? Where's Renaer?
So there's going to be a surprise round. Renaer's right here.
No, like in the turn
initiative order. Yeah. I don't think he has a hotkey for initiative, so I got to pull it up. So he rolls a 16. So, yep, everybody is surprised. It is sorted. Okay, so Tzar rolls a 21, so he's going first, and you're surprised. So we're gonna skip past that.
One of you guys rolled a 1 on that d6 earlier, I swear.
Renaer's also surprised, and the ghoul is surprised. It says round 3, but this is actually...
How are the ghouls surprised?
Because they didn't expect to see you guys on the other side of the wall.
I guess. I'd be surprised if I saw Bigfoot and a lizard man too.
Right here.
Did you hear that the big theory with the UFOs and aliens is that they all come from the ocean and they're lizard men?
Good.
That's the plot of Iron Sky 2, I think.
It's also the plot of life.
So Mako's over here on the bridge. So the school's going to attack Renaer. It's this school, right?
Just after I said we'd look out for him.
I'm trying to figure out which school is this. This must be... Oh, I got the wrong one. Oh, so it's this one. All right, well, this one's going to go for Bigfoot then because he's over here. So he goes to attack Bigfoot Lebowski. He does a little snack attack, and he does 6 points. Or no, he rolls for a 6. It would have been... So he tries to give you this cup, and he's lunging it, and he's lunges towards you, but you manage to step back. You know, you're surprised, but your danger senses kick in, and you manage to avoid his clumsy lunge towards you to avoid. And there's a bit, as you see that this glowing fluid, it kind of drips on the ground and starts to hiss, almost like an acidic kind of hiss on it there. And that's going to be his turn. Now the Ghoul-Aid man turns to...
Oh, that's his name, huh?
To Bigfoot as well. And he is going to cast Suggestion on you.
Ooh.
And he's going to use his Sipit attack. So he chooses one target with Suggestion, and he's going to suggest that you drink his gruel. It's this... It's either what's inside of him or the glass. So... You need to make a wisdom saving throw in.
Oh God, be wise. Be a wise Sasquatch. Be wise.
He points to you and he's
Be
like,
wise.
"Oh yeah, oh yeah." Okay. 19.
Oh, so thank God.
You resist the effects of the charm. So he looks at you, and with your mental fortitude, you manage to, with your wisdom there, you manage to avoid that. I gotta move the screen back up. It's probably getting cut off. Okay. All right. So so you resist that, and then I think that's. By the way, he has siege hands, so he deals double damage to walls. So I did roll for his his damage to that. So walls have 25 HP and 17 AC. We rolled over that AC, and then he did like 30 points of wall damage. So siege weapons always do double. My hands are like siege weapons, man.
So there's just like no wall on the right side of the screen.
All right. Well, since you, what's that?
There's just,
right.
The wall is just gone.
Out. It's
there should be a tunnel.
It just looks like
tunnel we should be able to see.
You should be able to see the icon, kind of what it looks like. I don't know why it's not. It's Shift Z. Oh, it's Shift Z. That's why. So you should be able to see that, like with this, that it's there's the hole in the wall there that he's burst through. It looks like he's like got this ectoplasmic kind of cooler flowing from his mouth, from his maw as he like and it's dripping all over the floor and onto the water where he's kind of bobbing in the water right now a little bit. You know, because he floats. There's a buoyancy. And that's his turn, though, for the surprise round. So we're going to go to Hurk. Hurk, you're surprised. We go back to the other ghoul here. I think I got the ghouls switched because it's going back to this guy. Whatever. And he's going to make an attack on Renaer. He's going to use his... going to try to bite him. And he crits. Holy crap. So he hits 22, which hits. He does 9 plus 6 acid damage, so he takes 15 damage.
Oh my god, I love that we just got this long, tragic backstory for Renaer, and then he instantly dies.
And it seemed before that he was like messed up, but after the rest, it seems like he's actually doing better. It actually seems like he's still good. Like, it doesn't seem like he's bloodied by that attack. I don't know why it's not updating his... There we go. Or no, didn't do it.
Oh, he looks bloody to me.
Oh no, it does. I just can't see from. It's so small. Okay, yeah, it's good. He's got the lost HP there. Okay, so
shout to the rest of the group, guys, don't let them crit you.
What does that mean?
All right, so that is it for that. So now we're gonna move on from that ghoul to the top of the round. So Tzar, you're at first surprised by this, but as you see, you start to gain your senses. You see this Ghoul-Aid man in front of you. He's about 10 feet away, and but he is in the water. You do have room to move through this space here since you're just a little guy. You can step around Bigfoot if you need to, or you can back away. You can do whatever you want. What would you like to do with your turn?
Well, I got myself some advantage when it comes to attacking because I got them pack tactics. I got myself some dexterity.
He doesn't have anybody that's within 5 feet of him.
Are you kidding me? Bigfoot's right next to me.
He is right next to you.
So I got an advantage.
But he's not 5 feet within the enemy. Yeah, so you do be able to use pack tactics against that ghoul.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you were trying to attack the Ghoul-Aid man.
Why?
Okay, well, you still have to be within range to hit him. So are you moving forward? Like, you're 10 feet away from both of them right now.
I got a ranged weapon.
All right, let me know what you're attacking with. I mean, I thought you were trying to hit him with a shovel, and you were not within 5 feet of anybody.
Crying out loud. How difficult does this game have to be? Let's see. So I got that spicy boy sling. What kind of throw do I have to throw for a spicy boy sling? I got dexterity. Does that work? Because it says ranged weapon.
Just click the button.
Okay, I'm gonna spicy boy sling the guy right next to my guy with advantage. How do I do advantage?
So you're attacking this guy?
I'm attacking the guy within 5 feet of the other guy.
Yeah, you're attacking this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I signal that it's advantage that I'm doing on the thing?
Just roll twice.
Just roll twice. If it doesn't roll,
you can go on your character sheet and you can click advantage, or you can just roll it twice.
What if you got a 9?
Oh, nice.
Did you roll it twice? Okay, so you hit him with that. So kind of let me know how this is your first time using the spicy boy sling. So just kind of describe it.
So like when I break it out, I kind of do a little stretch real quick, like just real quick, because it's been kind of like sitting in my bag. needs a little stretch, so I load it up, and I'm like, do, and right towards his eyeballs.
So it hits him right square in the face, explodes, and a spicy cloud fills him up, and his eyes, which are glowing, start to trickle like glowing tears as he starts to shake his head, and he takes 9 points of, I don't know which type of damage that is, 9 points of damage bludgeoning, and he now has disadvantage on ranged attacks and perception checks.
I feel like it should be fire damage.
It's spicy.
So there's your action.
So that's an action, and I got an action.
Would you like to make that a sneak attack?
Well, if I don't, I have another sneak attack available, right?
You get a sneak attack each round, and has to be done with advantage or with an ally within 5 feet of the enemy to get that sneak attack.
Okay. So, all right, yeah, I'll do it again with sneak attack.
So you just quickly, just kind of discreetly hit him with this spice. He doesn't even see it coming, really, as you just casually just give it a little flick of there. So like while he's distracted by Bigfoot as well, who's kind of like, he just lunged for, he just missed at Bigfoot, and he's sloshing and spilled his drink around, and he's focused in on Bigfoot and totally distracted, and you hit him right in square in the face with that. And did you do your sneak attack already or no? No?
Yeah, roll the 20 with the advantage.
No, you'd roll your sneak attack button. You'd hit your sneak attack button for that.
Oh.
And then you roll 1d6 per level, so it's 2d6.
Okay.
You can update it if you want. I can update every level so that it updates to see instead of extra 1d6, it just calculates it. All right, good. So you do an extra 6 points of damage. So that guy took 15 damage total, and he's bloodied. It looks like he's pretty messed up from that. The little bloody symbol on him, okay? Bloodied always means they have less than half their health points remaining.
Okay, and so I got like a move or kind of like a getaway.
You still have your movement, right? You still have cinematic skill check, and you still have your bonus action.
Oh boy.
So far, all you've done is this attack. And talk smack.
Can my bonus action be like more attacking?
If you have something that does that.
Spicy boy slang.
I don't think you do. I can't think of anything that you have that's a bonus action. Is Mold Earth that's an action, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just run away behind Bigfoot.
Okay, you have at least 30 feet of movement, and you can also use your bonus action.
I'm not gonna go that far. I would stay there, and I'm gonna cower and behind him.
That's an action, I think. But you can use your bonus action to disengage or cunning action dash, since you're a rogue. So you can move extra distance if you want to, but just your normal distance would get you there. Distance. You only move 5 feet. I need a lot of distance. So. Yeah. Now they don't have a line of sight for you. You're kind of like behind Bigfoot. They can't even see you now. Like you don't even need to crouch.
Yeah. You can use a bonus action to hide if you wanted.
You could. Yeah, that probably would be the best.
I'm gonna hide behind Bigfoot.
Instead of just standing behind him. Okay. Give me a not dexterity. It's the hide. Stealth. It's stealth. Yeah.
Think. Chump. Nailed it.
Nice.
Okay, you are hidden behind Bigfoot's giant booty.
I'm within his booty.
You are like up against the cheeks. You're like wow, this guy's supple with his cheeks. You form a perfect like cocoon around you.
It's so warm.
Talk about the size of his feet, but not the size of his cake, man.
Yeah.
Right? That cake is like
I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too.
We already established that I have a day.
yeah. In this story, we've established it's clean. You're welcome.
The bidet. Okay, so is that all you want to do for your turn?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty safely ensconced between cheeks. That's where I always am.
Nestled safely under his cheeks. All right, to Bigfoot now.
All right. So I've got this guy in front of me that's like bloodied, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty much gonna just wreck his shit. I'm gonna use my rage.
All right, bonus action rage. Okay, as you do that, I think it should. You click the button, right? Did you do this one right here? No. Or is it this? It's there we go. Oh, it's not working.
Getting ready for this artwork change. Let's go.
Well, it was supposed to do it, but I'll just do it manually here. So it's not. He wasn't at the artwork change in here, but as you do that, you grow from 7 feet to 8 feet. You're at your full height now as you start to tower over, and you go into a howling rage. And what do you say when you're like going into your rage, or how does it look when you do that? It could be different every time, but yeah.
Just bearing those Bigfoot teeth. I'm like kind of puffing up, got the muscles busting out, and just give out a little growl.
Okay, you yell out a fearsome growl as you slip into a rage, something you seem to decide, which is deceptive because you seem like a gentle giant, and then all of a sudden, it's like a light switch, man. You just freaking turn it on. There's almost a flicker in your eyes as it just, like that kind of sheen that goes over there as you just kind of slip into a rage. All right.
So I'm about to destroy this little guy in front of me here. I'm gonna use my. So, to clarify, you said hand axe. I can do dual wielding.
Yes.
With hand axes.
Or you can just hit him with a two-handed weapon like a great axe or your walking stick. Your giant log.
I think I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go for the great axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can even kind of swing him into the big guy in the water there.
Sure. So you slip into rage as you reach behind your back and pull out a massive axe, great axe that nobody else would be able to hold unless you have this giant physique of yours. And you just take this and you take a big old swing to the left, like a baseball swing. Tzar's watching. He's observing the swing, your technique, as you try to hit this guy. Oh, you already rolled it?
Yeah. But I have advantage on melee weapons.
Roll again.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you.
Take that one.
22 does hit. So as you do that, you do 6 slashing damage as you hit him in the side, and he starts to topple over, and he.
I kind of have a logistics question with that one. It says 6 slashing, but why does the other one say 8 slashing?
That was the first roll.
There's a roll to hit and a roll for damage.
There's 2 rolls. Okay.
Right.
One determines whether or not you beat their AC, which is like their ability to defend themselves. If you go above the AC, it hits. And then it rolls damage, and you can do them separately, but I have it just roll with damage every time. And if it hits, then you just already know what the damage is.
So if we wanted to, we could take a chance and be like, give me the 10, let's hope it hits, and it gets the 8, just hypothetically.
When you roll with advantage, you take the highest one, and you roll with disadvantage, you take the lowest one. So he rolls 22. You always take the highest one, yeah, because that's the one you're using. Okay. And you always have to use the higher roll. Because technically, in D&D, you don't roll damage dice until you've already rolled your initial dice. So when you do it post hoc, you can't be like, oh, that one looked like it had more damage. It's like you're supposed to roll the damage afterwards, but rolling them together.
Okay, but this is just set up to be more streamlined.
Yeah.
If it makes it easier, I think there's a way we can turn on that it always rolls 2d20 every time, so that you can always either take the first number or the highest or the lowest.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be with advantage. So I turned it on for Ian. He should have advantage now. I mean, you can try it right now. It won't count Ian, but you can try to do that same roll again. We'll see if it works.
How do I do it with advantage? Just hit great axe again?
Yeah, just try to do your great axe again. You can do it too. You just go into your character sheet. Now it's rolling both of them together. You're supposed to just do it yourself in your character sheet. You just go into your sheet, hit I have advantage, then roll it.
Anywho, we're going with 22 and 6 here.
So you take a big swing to your left, and it just meets him square in the chest there as it knocks his drink out, and he's looking really messed up as he doesn't quite topple over into prone, but he looks like he's very fucked up by that. He looks like he's bleeding this kind of green ectoplasmic goo oozing from his stomach. A bit of entrails are starting to peek out, eviscerate slightly. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Entrails.
Okay, so that's your action. And your bonus action too, because you rage.
Yeah, okay. So that's about it for that. I guess that's what I can do, I think.
Mm-hmm. And just so you know, I don't know if you're familiar with like reckless attack, but if you ever want to do like get advantage on something and you go for a reckless attack, I think it gives you advantage, but then like they also get advantage on attacks for you. So it's kind of like high risk, high reward, but you're a barbarian, so you can usually take it because you resist all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, even magical.
Yeah. Well, we might get to that, but I think for now we're good.
All right. So is that going to end your turn?
Yes.
Now we go to Renaer. So Renaer just took a major hit there, and he is going to try to slip past this enemy to go to the main boss. And he is a rogue, so he's going to use his bonus action to disengage from him. And he does not provoke an attack of opportunity. That costs twice his movement to get through there. You're going to take a swing with his Renaer's rapier, which, is rapier, but it's what he calls it. So
you don't want to say rapier on Twitch.
We're trying to avoid the word triggering that specific word. Yes.
Yeah.
So, but that's not the only reason why. You guys can ask him why he called it a rapier if you want. Maybe when you get a short rest sometime. So,
I don't want to know.
Why are you
honestly, I wouldn't risk it, guys. He's going to go into this long backstory about his daddy issues.
So he's going to use, so he disengages using light-footed, which is equivalent to a rogue. He's going to use his goading attack. And when he tries to attempt to hit a creature with weapon attack, he's going to use a superior die to attempt to goad the target into attacking him. So we're going to add it to his damage roll, which is like 3. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. So he's going to try to hit him with his rapier. He gets a 23, which hits for 12 piercing. And they're going to make a wisdom saving throw for this guy to see if he's going to be goaded into attacking. He is a 3. So now he turns to Renaer. Renaer hits him, and he goes, "Oh, no." And he looks at him, and he seems like he's really pissed at Renaer. And Renaer's like, "Come on, you big oversized jaw. Like, you big oversized big Ghoul-Aid man," or something. Says something to him that's very insulting.
It's very insulting, but like a British, so kind of soft. Like, you Ghoul-Aid man.
Yes. Okay, so he that ends his turn.
Ooh, flavored sugar drink boy.
You look bad for my teeth if they weren't already bad.
Shit, this thing keeps on jumping around, man. All right, well, can't see, so I'm gonna try to move. There we go. Okay, so now the ghoul is going to turn to Renaer. So it didn't have very good luck with after getting hit with that. He kind of got smacked around with Bigfoot, and he kind of like turns to the next enemy, tries to make an attack on Renaer, and he's going to go for his claw attack. He hits a 10, which is not hit, so he's really not looking good. He's starting to, his insides are starting to fall out as he sloppily makes a claw attack at Renaer. And he's also going to go in for a bite. That's a 7, that misses, so he tries to claw and bite, but Renaer just kind of weaves in and out, very adroitly kind of dodges both of his attack with some of his fancy footwork as his little swashbuckling skills kick in. Now we're going to go to the Ghoul-Aid man. So it is totally focused on Renaer, and it's gonna say, "Drink," and it tries to get him to take a sip of his insides of his gruel, this glowing gruel. So he's going to do sip it attack, and Renaer's gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw here.
I love how the wisdom is don't drink whatever's coming out of his body.
I hate to point this out, but is he at disadvantage because he's exhausted?
Why would you do that?
Also,
You just made Renaer guzzle frickin' juice from the Ghoul-Aid man.
Put this on himself.
I have to check. I don't remember if it's just checks or saves. I think attack rolls and saves go together, but I think checks are separate. Someone pull up the level of his exhaust. Here, I got something. Can you just pull that up for me and just look it up? I'm pretty sure it's not saves. I think it's attack rolls and saves are like level 2, and skill checks are level 1.
Level 1 is ability checks. Level 2 is speed. Saving throws is level 3.
Okay, so he's okay. Is it? Oh, it was just delayed. All right, let's see. Now I have it. Okay, save, wisdom. There you go. 21. So he makes a saving throw on there. So he is also not provoked by this guy's He's two level head, and he's like, "Your tricks won't work on me, you big ugly." And then we're gonna move on to Hurk.
All right. First thing Hurk's gonna do is step up to this guy, and I'm gonna. Oh boy, he's like a normal humanoid, right?
He's considered humanoid.
Okay, cool.
He's large though. He's a large humanoid. Like he's occupies 4 squares.
You're talking about this guy.
He's a big boy. Yep.
He's a big boy.
Am I on the right layer? Yeah, you
I'm
should
focused on this dude, little guy.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, he's humanoid.
Yeah. Okay.
Hurk, what are you doing?
Big guy's made out of glass. Did you say?
He is.
Okay.
You did a
I'm
perception
just thinking,
on that?
like, if I attack the big guy, I think I would want to deal bludgeoning damage, so I'd probably look for like an improvised weapon or something.
Very nice.
But for the little guy, I think the sword's gonna cut it. So I'm just gonna raise my shield. I'm just gonna like charge at him and just shake. Actually, yeah. Did you say that we're doing?
Do you want to do an insight check on the main boss?
No, not currently. Okay. I think what I want to do is like focus on whittling down the amount of opponents that we have, and then pour all my efforts into the big guy when it comes to it. And right now I got little guy in front of me on the way there, so I'm going to take care of him first.
That's exactly how I play Halo, and also I always lose.
Yeah, but I have big shield, so.
Okay.
I think seeing this guy here, I'm going to take a step back and get a running start so that I can use my charge and shank him.
Okay, so first you back up. you try to ramp.
Yep. Get
you
a
get
running
10
start.
feet. Okay.
Then I'm gonna shank him. And then follow-up question: if I was to use my shove to push instead of do additional damage, could I angle it in such a way that I could yeet him into the water?
Little yeet.
Or should I just go for the straight damage?
Yeah, where the
You're trying to shove him and
crocodiles
do what?
attacking the Ghoul-Aid man?
Trying to make his stuff because it's not propagated. Trying to do what with your shove?
So if I wanted to, instead of taking the damage bonus on my charger feat, and I wanted to shove this guy instead, could I yeet him into the water, or is that angle impossible?
You don't have the angle for it.
Okay, cool.
As long as you got the right angle to line up the shove, but you can't like be on a running like normal shove. I would let you shove in any direction because I think that's cool. Like if you just want to shove somebody to the right or to the left, normal D&D you can't, but not if you're trying to get a running start.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and deal some additional damage here. And that is going to be... Let's do one-handed to get the extra dueling bonus.
So you're just going to go for the charger to get like a +5 attack to that? +5 to your attack?
Yes.
So it's a 16 then?
That is an 11.
Oh, that's with the +5. Ah.
The
That
+5
is
goes
not
to
enough.
the damage, not to the attack.
Yeah.
What kind of light-handed roll are you throwing out there, Chuck?
This ghoul, you just barely missed the ghoul with your attack as you try to take a running start, but you telegraphed it so he was able to dodge.
All right,
you backed up and then charged him.
Some inspiration for that, then.
Okay.
And yeet him again for a dirty 20.
20, that is enough. So you back up and then you go to ram this guy, but then you're like, he thinks you're going to try to shove him into the water. So he moves for it, but then you just decide to just, at the last second, you're like, no, I'm going to hit him in the face. And you just swing down your sword, crack right over his head for 10 slashing damage.
+5 from the dash.
+5. So now with that, he's bloodied. Yep.
And then I'm going to like clank my sword against the shield and try and like bait him. Just be like, come on, is that all you got? Trying to do some like showmanship shit.
He just goes, oh, yeah. He seems to be very dazed and confused. Did I put the bloody thing on there?
I'll stay here to keep us pinned in between me and what's his face, Renaer.
Okay, so that ends your turn.
Yep.
And you don't want to do an insight check on the Ghoul-Aid man?
On the Ghoul-Aid man?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So
I feel
you have
like
a cinematic
you're
skill
asking
check.
me to, so I should.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Let's
From what
do
you
it. I
can
got a
tell,
free check.
it looks like this guy already has a crack in the top of his forehead that looks like some kind of bludgeoning weapon may have already caused. That may be the weak point for him.
Okay. All right. So I think I was on the right path with the bludgeoning damage to glass structure. Or
only caster we have is Mako. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, is not he? Shit, I forgot to put him in initiative. We skipped him, didn't we? Or no, he's not. Hasn't come up yet. Or no, I didn't put him in.
There's no Mako. I told you that earlier. There was no Mako in the initiative.
Well, there also was no Renaer. There's just not everybody. Like, really, just been a lot easier if I had not individually done like 6 initiative things. I had just done like 1 roll for everybody, so I didn't miss anybody. No, wait, he doesn't have the initiative button. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's labeled differently for him than for you guys. He labeled it differently. It doesn't say in it. It says full title. So, and it's not in the same location. So he rolled a 13. Where's that put him?
Put him before the Ghoul-Aid man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all
he
right.
would have gone before
so
me if he wants to do something.
let's just say that Mako is backed up, and right now, we'll say that he has just been talking with Mako to try to get him to participate in the combat, and Mako's just like not ready yet. So he's like, "All right, I guess it's just me from here on out. I will help you, comrades. But I'll wait for my turn."
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Why does he have to be so sexy and orderly?
Jump in yet.
I mean, that's kind of the whole plot of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Is that like his inner voice was like super sexy to everybody?
Yeah,
never watched the show, I only
nobody
read the
questioned
manga.
it. It's like this little kid is like,
Everyone was like, "Yo," all of his friends were basically just like, "We don't really like hanging out with this kid, but every once in a while."
he was just a positive
super
role model for
sexy
the
alter
for the
ego.
kids. Yeah, and he was like,
I wouldn't be the world's best duelist if I smoked marijuana.
"Remember, kids, stay in school." I wouldn't be the world's best duelist if I smoked marijuana.
Are you sure? You sure about that?
Turns out all of his friends were like super high, so nobody ever noticed that. Like, man, I really botched it with the Twitch thing today. Yeah, there's definitely drug references, but it's like, yeah, they just didn't notice that like their friend was possessed by this guy. They're like, "Oh, you're acting funny, Yug. You look like you got slightly taller too. Weird." All right, so this ghoul just got attacked by Hurk. So I think, what was the last person he attacked? Was it Renaer? Or was he? Where's he facing?
I don't remember.
Well, he just
who
turned
this
around to
guy
face you because he's got hit by you and you got him in the face. So
Bring it on.
So he's
Trying
gonna
to goad him.
All right, yeah, you did kind of goad him, and he's not. The main guy is goaded, but not. All right, so he's gonna go for his snack attack on you. So he's gonna try to hit you with the gruel. He can't quite offer it to you. He is kind of like gesturing that you should drink it, so he's kind of shoving this drink in your face, but you're not under the influence. You're not charmed, so you don't have to drink it. And instead,
charming, huh?
but it is a 19, so you get hit for 7 acid damage.
Ooh, wee!
Yes.
Ooh.
All right. And with that, we're going to. It could be worse. You could have to drink this stuff.
Oh boy.
But so far, nobody's been under the influence there. And luckily, Renaer has pulled his attention away from you guys. So that actually worked out pretty well. All right. So is that it for his turn? Yes, it is. So we're going to move back to top of the round. So we're at round 3. So it's actually, I think it's actually round 2 because it's behind. So you guys you can add on with the escalation die an extra +1 to your attacks.
Nice. Extra plus. Oh yeah, right. Nice.
That's just a reminder.
Oh my god. So like.
That goes to attack and damage.
Just to attack. Just to hit.
Attacks.
It's so that things don't miss. You're starting to figure out your enemies. All right, Tzar, what do you want to do, bud? Just let me know like what you're trying to do, and then we can figure out. If you can't figure out like how to do it, like in terms of mechanics, I will help you get there. You just tell me
I love
like
that.
what would you want to do, and I'll tell you if it's possible.
I love that. So like here's how I see. We got 2 bloodied goons, and we got the Ghoul-Aid man, kind of full health. Hurk's eyeing him. I'm hidden in the butt cheeks of Bigfoot.
Well, he just took a big old swing, so I assume that you kind of got dislodged a little bit as he twisted and turned his hip. He put his hips into
I've
it.
been ejected from the butt cheeks of Bigfoot.
Yes, you managed to reel from that. You know, you're very dexterous, so you managed to not fall.
I
away from
imagine.
that. Yeah. You're still figuring out teamwork. You're like, this is teamwork. Okay, I understand.
This is how the dream works.
This is synergy, baby.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to feel inspired, but I'm not going to use inspiration. I'm just going to genuinely feel it. I'm going. Tell me how this feels to you. Sneak past Bigfoot.
Okay.
Get within striking distance of the glass boy.
Normally, I'd say
my
that
shovel.
So normally that'd be rough terrain for you to cross through, but I mean he's massive and you're so small. I'll let you just pass right through him without extra movement. So
Appreciate it.
Just cost normal movement for that. And then what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna smack him in the stupid little glass face with my shovel.
Your shovel? Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, in a very dexterous manner.
You can use pack tactics in this situation because Renaer's right next to him.
It's true. So with advantage, I will smack the shit out of him with my shovel. Look, I'll just do 2 for now, and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Because I want to advance the story. I love this story.
Yeah.
Tactical shovel.
Tactical shovel.
Click again. All right, 18.
Okay.
18 hits.
Nice.
Are you going to hit it with a
smacking him in his
broadside?
dumb face. I hate his face. I'm smacking him.
I'm going to say that since it's a tactical shovel, you can pick between slashing on the edge or bludgeoning with just a smack if you're just going to bash him over the head.
Ooh.
You can.
I don't know what's better.
Okay. Well, whatever you feel.
It sounded like what we gathered.
If
from
I would do it
information.
like literally, like as a person.
Tell me how the attack looks. I'll let you know if it's bludgeoning or slashing.
Like I take the shovel and definitely on this edge, karate chop kind of style. Whoosh.
So you try to get a clean cut, like to slash him, but it's so slippery that you kind of do like a glancing blow off the glass. It seems like from what you gather that you don't want to probably hit it square on if you're trying to hit like that crack on the top of his thing there. So you kind of try to hit the crack and it kind of, you would think that it would go right down the middle of the crack, but it just kind of clinks off the side and, like really slippery glass kind of shoots off to the side. But you do manage to do 8 slashing damage on him.
Love it. I've been spending a lot of time in cracks.
Do you want to make that a sneak attack? I'm going to always ask you until eventually I'm going to stop, but I mean, like, you should probably sneak attack.
That's good. Yeah, sneak attack. So I click sneak attack.
Advantage. You can just give me a roll now. I think it's 2d6.
2d6.
I wanted us to
now know that you reminded me.
So did you do the sneak attack for an extra 7 damage?
For 7. Yeah.
So is it 7? 8 and 7, 15?
Ignore the tactical shovel. That was just me testing.
So is he taking a blow from Renaer? Right. Yeah, he did. So he's bloodied. He looks like they're. So at first there's the glancing, like the blow, but as he's turning towards Renaer because he's distracted, and as he does that, it slides off, but then you finish it with like you do like a little kind of another jab, and that seems to cause a crack in his armor, and it starts to chip away as you do a little extra sneak attack on top of that.
Love it. So I can run away again, right?
If you use bonus action disengage, you can.
Bonus action disengage. Here I go. Bye.
You can also just do you can just try to run away. He'll just be able to do an opportunity attack. So
no, I did bonus action disengage.
Okay, I think that might be it. Unless you do a cinematic skill check, that's about all I have left.
Nope.
Okay.
Not even gonna try.
Turn. Where is the initiative? There we go. On to Bigfoot. What would you like to do?
So, the minion that's closest to me, you said one of them had their like guts hanging out. Was that the one that's like right next to me, or the one that?
Yep. He's looking really rough shape. Like he's just his guts are starting to drag along the floor, glowing this ectoplasmic material on the floor. This ooze onto the floor, and his drink is smashed, and it doesn't look like he's able to offer the drink to anybody anymore. He looks upset that his drink is gone. He keeps looking at it like, ugh, like instead of his guts, he's looking at the glass. You think he'd look at his intestines, but no.
Right. Kind of what I'm thinking is I want to grab him by the intestines and like
Ooh.
swing him use him as a bludgeoning weapon to the
Oh my god.
The big boy?
Yes, you can definitely do that. You can use him as an improvised weapon if you'd like. You're strong enough.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah, as long as it's not like a large enemy, for the most part, you can always ask me whether you can use him as an improvised weapon.
Yeah. Am I still raging from before, or do I
Yep. So what you're gonna do, the way it's gonna work mechanically, is you're gonna try to grapple him.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a strength check, which should be with advantage because you get that with raging.
Okay, skill check, advantage. And what did you say?
This is strength check. Yep.
Nice.
Oh man, so he got a 19, you got 22, so he rolled really well. You got 18 plus 1, you got a 18 plus 4. Okay, so he's really strong as a ghoul. You could just rip somebody's insides out if you wanted to, but you're stronger. So you go ahead and pick him up, and then if you want to, I'll allow you to try to attack with him as a weapon.
And what would be my course of action for that?
It'd be an improvised weapon, so they do 1d4 bludgeoning, and then you add your proficiency bonus. So 1d4 plus 2, I think, is your proficiency bonus, plus your strength modifier, the hit. But the damage is 1d4, I mean, and then plus your proficiency. So it'd be like 1d4 plus 2. So Bigfoot goes in, picks up this dude by his entrails, and tries to slam it into the Kool-Aid man, right?
Yeah, kind of do like a little swing and a smash.
Nice.
Swing and a smash.
So in a rage, you pick this guy up and swing him by his entrails, smashing into the top of the Ghoul-Aid man's cracked forehead, which does double damage, bludgeoning damage, and creates a massive crack on him.
So double would be 10.
10. So you do that, and now there are massive cracks that are running down his face. He's starting to leak fluid everywhere. It's starting to spill out in all directions. Whoops. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you are like nauseated by this.
No way.
With advantage, I believe, since you get it's on saving throw, or that just strength saves. Can't remember.
I think it's just strength saves. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you get anything special.
So Constitution.
No way.
13. That's enough. That's exactly what you needed. So you managed to. There's this nauseous smell as you in your rage. You have heightened senses, so you inhale these noxious fumes. But you're raging, and you're feeling yourself, and you manage to. The adrenaline lets you push through and you are not poisoned. You are not nauseous. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? This guy looks pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no.
Damn, I can't really do any more attacks with bonus actions, can I?
I don't think you do unless you have the pole arm feat, but you haven't told me that. Pole arm, you'd be able to take the other, like if you had a log, or like not this weapon, but with another weapon, you'd be able to hit him with the butt of your, like say you had a pole, you'd hit him with the main attack, then bonus action hit him with the other part of the thing, but not with your great axe.
Where did my buddy Tzar end up?
I mean, you could bonus action hidden step, but that would end your rage. Or like,
I ran away.
Ending rage is a bonus action. Never mind. You can't just turn invisible. You'd have to bonus action, end your rage, and then you could do that. So.
Yeah, I don't want to end my rage.
I don't think so.
So we're just gonna end the turn. We're gonna be happy with the progress there.
Great. All right, Bigfoot does this massive attack, and this guy's looking really messed up. So Renaer is going to.
I assume the one that I smashed into the big boy is like dead now. Did we determine?
Oh, you can take
yeah. Like, why is that guy still there when his entrails were thrown him
roll
against
a d4
him?
see how much bludgeoning he takes. I'm gonna count it as kind of like an offhand attack. So no proficiency modifier, but just roll a d4 to see how much he has. He doesn't have much health left. Okay, that guy splatters all over the place as entrails fly over in a misty, like glowing mist of green and guts as it splatters all over the Kool-Aid man and you too, the Ghoul-Aid man, excuse me.
Be straight with me, Doc. Is he dead?
He is now.
Okay. I couldn't tell whether his entrails splashing everywhere.
You can never tell with zombies.
Nicely done. That was a good turn, Ian. now we're on to Renaer. So you end your turn, right? That.
Yes.
Okay, so Renaer sees that guy is no longer with us, and he turns back. So he's like, nicely done. And then he's like, that guy looks worse for wear. I'll get his buddy. So he turns back and attacks this ghoul right here. And Renaer's going to use his Peerless ability. Peerless. Renaer can attack with advantage on any humanoid enemy he has performed a successful insight check on. So he's going to do insight check on this ghoul right here.
We're also flanking him if that gives a bonus.
Probably should.
It does. He would go +2, thanks. And if it's 18, 19, or 20, it'll crit. So he's going to do his cinematic skill check to do a perception check. He gets a nat 20. Let's go. Yeah. So he sees that this ghoul, the way it's carrying itself, analyzes its movements, and he's going to use his Peerless ability. So he's going to attack with advantage on this ghoul. And he's going to attack with his Rapier. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's Rapierless. The Rapier ability, and then now it is, he rolls for an 18 and then oops, let me try again. 18 and a crit. Oh, okay, well, okay, so he really just, so he as Hurk, what did you do on your last turn, right? You just hit him with your, hit him with your,
yeah, I came in with a charging slash.
So he bumps into Renaer, and Renaer goes, "Oh, hello there, friend," and just sticks his sword right up through the guy's back, up through his head, and pokes out there as the guy just blood sprays and he crumples to the floor dead.
Damn, he got rapiered.
Once again, Hurk is glad he's wearing a mask.
I don't know why it's letting me kill him. Maybe I got to make him 0 HP first. 0 HP. There we go. Now he's dead. Okay. All right. So that guy is also gone now too. So let's just, I think I need to delete him. That's good. All right. Let's go to the next person here. You didn't even need to sneak attack on that one. That guy's fucking toast. This guy's dead. On to Mako. And he's like, dead. You're all doing great. You're doing what you're
I
doing.
approve of everything.
Yes. Yes. You are all doing good. I think that's how Mako would have said it. And he looks over at Hurk and says, "Hurk, you can do this. Finish him off. I can hold your hand if you'd like, just like old times. Haha." And he uses bonus action help on you.
Can I just say, it's very subtle the thing you just did, David, but I would love more sexy Mako trying to imitate Mako. Trying, but too sexy to do it.
I'm too sexy to do it. I'm always down for a duel, friend. Okay, so the Ghoul-Aid man's looking pretty messed up, and since he just had the, I think there's only one turn that the goading attack works on, so I think he's off that. I don't know, I'll check later. Pretty sure he's out of it. But so he's going to turn, and he's going to. Oh, I lost my view. He's facing. Who just attacked him? He just got hit by Bigfoot, right? Bigfoot just hit him in the face. So he turns to Bigfoot again, and he tries again. And he's like, "No, you sip!" And he tries to make another Wisdom saving throw there. He's just gushing stuff everywhere. He casts suggestion on you. He wants you to drink his gruel.
Wisdom.
I've been here before.
Oh no.
Okay, so then you don't have advantage, right? So yeah, okay. So well, that you want to take that roll?
No,
I can't do it.
You don't have inspiration, so you can't. Yeah.
I don't have any inspiration.
Yeah, okay.
Can I give him inspiration immediately for being such a good fighter?
You sure can.
I'm gonna give him a damn inspiration. I don't want
Tzar transfers one of his inspiration points to you. How do you want to? So he's saying, no, you sip, and then what's your name? Bigfoot. Bigfoot's just looking at him, and he's like, he starts to reach for it. Bigfoot starts to reach for it, and what do you say to him, Tzar, to get him to stop as you give him inspiration?
I'm just remember that story you told me while the other people were talking about plot-specific events where you were like, I would never drink gruel from a cup from a stranger, or I make sure to practice safe sex.
You're like, his ass ain't clean. He don't use it no bidet. Don't drink from his ass.
I just remind him of his own core values.
Okay, so like as you do this, you start to think about how his crack doesn't look safe to drink out of.
Right.
You can give me another roll there, Ian.
Cracked more, so now it does slashing damage on the way down.
What does slashing damage?
The Charlotte.
Oh no!
Damn it!
it's just
I gave him
too-
my last inspiration
You
to
did?
be like,
Did you already use
for
both of
God's
yours?
sake. No, I have 2 inspiration. I'm giving him my second.
So you have one left, right?
No, I have 0 left after.
You had the
I give
birthday
him my
one, and
last
then
one.
somebody else gave
Birthday,
you
and
one.
then Charlie gave me one.
Charles gave you one, yeah. So you're using just one of your
Mr.
2. Right?
Charles.
You still got one left.
So
you
I
can
have
only use
0.
one per roll. So, all right. So
Oh.
you yell that out. It's very convincing, but he's just too close. He's just drawn in. It's unavoidable. He's spilling the stuff onto him now. He's just leaking everywhere. It's gushing everywhere. And as you slam that, some of it is sprayed on you, and you have some of the ooze on you now, and that gruel is starting to. So you are now charmed, and the charmed creature cannot attack the caster and considers them an ally. So just think of it like this. Like, you ever seen that episode of like Rick and Morty? Do you watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah. Well,
You ever seen the one where like they have the worms and they're like,
No, before the whole.
you know our
before
friend,
all that stuff.
yeah. Do you remember our friend? You remember our friend the worms, right? And you're like, oh yeah, he's my buddy. We go way back. It's almost like you have like memories inserted. So it's like you just think like, yeah, remember all those memories you have with Ghoul-Aid, man? Like, you can't remember exactly what they are, but like he's your best friend, man. Like, and you're like, so like the way it works with Charmed is that it's not that like you can't that it's like mind control that he dominates over you. It's just you consider him like part of our party, and you're like, why is everybody attacking my friend? Wait, where did all that? Why am I hitting my buddy? Is he being a rascal again? And I just use one of these the enemies and to slam it on him, you know, like, and spray him with guts and stuff. Whoops, my bad, man.
Yeah.
So you just think that he's just like, he's been down here in the sewers with you. He's your little sewer exploring buddy. So you can't attack him when you're charmed, and the charm lasts 1 hour. And so for the next hour, you'll think the Ghoul-Aid man was like your buddy. And you definitely want everybody.
Even after like we definitely are about to beat the shit out of this
You're
guy.
like, you're thinking like, why don't they try any of his gruel? I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I don't understand why nobody's drinking it. It's great. And so,
Tzar. Oh yeah, Tzar's got a lot of comments, but he's gonna save them for when he's prompted.
so he's going to ask you to, now that you had that, he's going to do an action called sip it again. So a person who's charmed sips gruel, and you take 1d8 psychic damage if you drink it. If you
So do I gotta do it?
kinda like a mind fuck. And then when your HP drops to 0, they become his servant, and you think that you're a ghoul as well.
So
and that
what am I
the
doing
person,
here?
if the person gets, you're rolling a 1d8 for psychic damage. 2. You take 2 points of psychic damage as you are really not handling this well with the whole. Wait, do you get?
It's gotta be
No,
a 2 of damage. It can't
it's
be a
just-
2 of defense.
Anyways, so so you just take 2 points of psychic damage as you start to, like, your brain knows something isn't quite right with your rationale, but you drink that gruel and you feel yourself becoming less like yourself and more like his servant. And just so you guys know, if anybody drops to 0 HP and become a ghoul, they can be healed with like a greater restoration spell, not a lesser. But just,
Does Mako have that?
nope. Well, maybe actually Nami might, but. You
Nami?
don't know. You'd have to ask him. It's kind of the dice roll, really, you could say, whether or not he has it. All right, so now you got a new buddy there. At least he's got a friend. All right, on to Hurk. Hurk, you have advantage with the help action.
All right, love to see it. Let's measure some stuff out real quick.
You hear almost like a mage hand is holding your hand now, you could say. And it's patting you on the shoulder saying, you can hear it. You can do this, friend.
All right, so here's the path I would like to take.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Jesus
My
Christ!
plan-
You're like Google Maps when it tells you to go through the ghetto when you could just do the interstate.
So my plan here is gonna go like that.
Oh boy.
That's my path, right? What I would like to do is I'm going to run across this bridge, and I'm gonna, like, I assume there's like some loose planks or something. I don't know how far he got into the repairs here, but I'd like to scoop up a loose plank to use as a weapon. I'm gonna
Give me a
use
sleight
my
of hand.
dash. Oh, buddy.
Cinematic skill check. as you try to
Well,
pick
you
up
think,
loose
you
wood.
think David? You think
With
David, the
advantage.
BDSM dungeon master, is not gonna make you do a skill check on picking up a loose fucking plank from the bridge?
They got
20.
that advantage,
Oh,
baby.
the
Let's
help.
go.
The help, man. Okay, so you fumble
Wow.
with a little bit, but as you fumble it, like
20.
Mako bends over and actually helps pick it up with you and gives you the plank because he just constructed. He's like, this one's loose. Take this, and he flips it to you as you run by.
All right, so I have that in hand, and I'm getting ready for this turn around the corner here, and I'm gonna leap off, like kind of push off the wall to give myself a little extra movement to like leap off and land on top of him.
Okay, this will be the final skill check. Give me an
I'm gonna
acrobatics
swoop.
skill check with advantage.
Boy.
He doesn't even hit him yet. What do you mean?
Oh my god. Okay, so you're trying to so as you try to reach on top of him, you pushed on this one broke off before. This time you go to push off on this, and you kind of step on this rat's tail with a squelch as it's rat right here. And it causes you to squip like a banana peel, but like a very gory banana peel as it slips, and then you fall on top of the Kool-Aid man, clank off of him, and you can still do, if you want to try to do an attack, you can still get off, but just very likely you're gonna fall into the water.
All right, I'm gonna
Instead of-
attack on him. My plan was originally to jump on top of him, attack him, and then like kick off and push him into the other wall. But I think because I fucked up, I'm like bailing on that. I'm trying to
and
push
just so you
back,
know,
and
like
I don't make it all the way back.
if you had made that skill check, that wouldn't be like another check. You just get great acrobatics. You've been able to push off on him and do that.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and
That rat
We're gonna-
foiled your plans, though.
fucking rats, man.
R.I.P. Rat. Rat is dead. I gotta mark it as dead.
All right, so that is a.
Rat's dead.
It says thrown, but I don't think that really matters. I think they're the same attacking damage.
Oh, you're trying to hit him with the plank of wood?
Yeah.
You can use like your shield. Oh, you want to use the plank? Yeah, the plank's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. Plank wood, +2 from. Well, Bigfoot's not a enemy of his anymore, so I don't get the flank. Does a 14 hit?
Bigfoot is not his enemy, but he is still flanked.
Renaer.
If you want to try to do that.
I mean, yeah, if
Renaer,
it flanks,
right?
I'll bump it up to a 16. I'm not lined up.
Renaer's
for
an
Renaer.
enemy. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but he's
right
not.
there.
So the thing is, it's like you still can't move forward or back. So like the way that the flanking works is like it'll work. I'll explain later. It's fine.
Just like put an X on the rat.
Yeah, it's dead.
X on the rat is the best part of this whole game.
You're really not.
The
This
rat was a playable character. The rat
No.
had the key to kill this fucker.
As you
and
do that,
you
this-
just stepped on it.
This other rat comes up there and it drops to its knees and goes.
Dude, those two rats had like one of them had half of the answer, the other had the other half of the answer that we need.
All right, does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay, perfect. So that's
And then
gonna
do
be-
bludgeoning damage. That's 1d4 and it's going to be double plus your proficiency. So 1d4 plus 2, and then we're going to double it.
It's doubled. Why is it doubled?
Because he's vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Oh shit, yeah.
Just
Okay,
like when
so that-
Ian slapped him.
Boy.
So that's a 9, but the bludgeoning damage was.
That's not the right. So that's when you. Oh no, improvised weapon throw. Oh no, you have specialty with improvised weapons, right? That's why it's so
do,
high.
baby.
Oh well,
Yeah.
fuck, man. Yeah, you're like the gladiator
So-
guy. So that's your actual damage, 9.
Yeah, add an extra 4 onto that if we're doubling it.
Okay, so not only do you.
Wait,
like-
are we doubling it after all the bonuses?
Yeah, vulnerability means
fucking
it's double.
18. Let's go.
Yeah, it's double. Like vulnerability is double, and then resistance is half, right? So vulnerable. There. Yeah. So he's vulnerable to that. So yeah, Mr. Gladiator, you're like, yeah, just like you had the attack right, and as you do this, you how do you want to like describe how you smash this guy to smithereens with a plank as you?
So I had a really great idea for how I was going to do this. Unfortunately, I stepped on a rat. I slipped face first into him with my plank, and I kind of like slap him on the back, and I think it like pushed him forward enough that the front side of him hit the like little stony ridge, and it cracked there, and he just like oozed out.
Nice. And yeah, that does him in, man. Glass shatters, ooze just it all is contained within this water, but now you're in the water. Now,
I'm gonna scramble to get out as quickly as possible.
Alrighty then. So we're out of combat now. I think that's all the enemies, right? But Ian, you still think that you just killed like one of your allies, like one of your party members.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
Don't give me this. Don't make me deal with this.
Spilling over here. How do I end combat? Just like this, clear. Okay. Very nice.
So we're not in combat with Ian. We're not in combat with Ian.
Of course not.
But we just
why would you be in
this
combat?
hostile Sasquatch.
Correct.
We're the hostile Sasquatch.
So now that we're out of combat, so we have Hurk that's in the water, and we have Ian that is just witnessed one of the party members get destroyed by Hurk. And so now, we'll see. We'll see what happens from there. So whoever wants to go, can go.
I'm completely ignoring Bigfoot, and I've turned around to the rat, and I'm like, "Listen, I'm so sorry. I did not see him there. I swear."
The rat looks over at you, and there seems to be a spiteful look in his face. Just kind of like, give me an insight check on the rat. You can also play but I don't think you can play it while you're in the water. So
5.
From what you can tell, it's not happy with what just happened.
Of course it's not.
So you can swim in this way, or are you gonna go here towards your party members?
If this is where I land, I think I'll just scramble up out of here and try and like shake any of the goop off of me.
Ian, how do you react to this?
I'm just kind of flabbergasted. Like, oh man, my guy. Like, what the hell? I'm sort of taken aback. I don't know what to do. Yeah.
A little disoriented with this recent turn of events.
I'm like kind of mad, but mostly just sort of, just sort of shocked. Don't know what to do.
You just you think back to all the good times that you had together. You don't really remember exactly what they are, but were they good?
My guy,
like childhood memories.
Remember that time we were all in the sewer and like he really brought the room together, you know?
Yeah. It's like the rug that tied you all together, man.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, his middle name is Matt. Remember that?
Yeah, it's just Matt. It's not Matthew.
But now he's more like a floor
middle name.
Yeah, he's kind of walked all over. And remember the time that Renaer was thirsty and he offered him a drink? What a great guy. We missed it.
Great guy.
All right, so Ian's Bigfoot's a little looks like he's a little shaken there, but we're out of combat. And Hurk, we need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you crawl out of the water.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. Con saves. 13.
I have to check to see what DC is on this. You don't have any. Yeah, you don't have the help action anymore. So, all right. So you, as you start to pull out of there, you start to kind of shudder a little bit, like and feel kind of like start to feel a little bit of fever creeping on, as this putrid water that is thick, like a viscous fluid. It's mixed with. It's like super constant. It's still on you as you like get out because it's so gooey, since it mixed with the water, and the water was already not the cleanest water. Is that gray water? And as you pull out, you start to feel like a little shudder.
Okay.
Mako goes. Nami's like, "Are you all right, friend? That was pretty cool, but wow, didn't see that coming."
I don't know. I think I had an open wound when I fell into the water, and I've got. I think I might be infected with something.
Oh no!
So good.
I thought being wet was always good.
Well, for your kind, maybe, but not for us orcs. We prefer to be dry most of the time. We're traditionally like a desert dwelling group of people.
You're from like the Rashmen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys, they have a very dry sense of humor.
Don't make me laugh. I might puke.
Oh. This rat scampers away. It's very sad and kind of disappears around the corner. Kind of goes.
I lift up my mask and I go.
There you go. You let out a little something, just a little nugget there. But you're all right. So, we'll see how that turns out. But you guys are out of combat. So if you want to gather up. You I think you guys all gather up there, and you can progress on if you'd like. I mean, you do get the benefits of the short rest, but at the very end of it, you got attacked by the Ghoul-Aid man. So normally the way that this works is that if you get interrupted in the middle of a short rest, you don't get the benefits of the short rest. But in this one scenario, I'm gonna let it go because I already had Tzar do his rolls and everything. We already healed him up. So
I'm gonna let you know right now. That doesn't help me because I started with 20 health. Yeah. And now I no longer have 20 health.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you guys can try to take another short rest if you want.
You want to do another short rest, guys?
Whose idea was it to rest down here in the first place? We should have just pushed on.
And keep in mind, you can do 2 short rests per day for adventuring day.
Oh, hell. Well, let's do another short rest. I'll talk to Bigfoot about how much he loves the Kool-Aid man. And
Renaer turns to you guys and says, he's like, if you're all right, Hurk, we should move on. I do believe that Floon he needs us right now. Are you okay?
Let's listen to the NPC because the NPC probably knows best.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, you guys looking at me? Yeah, let's keep moving. I can feel a little.
All right, come across the bridge where it's very likely you'll be attacked by a 2-headed crocodile just by walking.
Yeah, you guys lead the way. I'll be good back here.
Do you guys want to do anything with the ghouls? Move their bodies at all, or do anything with them?
No, I would like to leave them to be fed upon by all the carnivorous creatures in the sewer.
The glass flows down. This is all sloped, right? Because like sewers they're not flat. They always flow in a certain direction. That's how actual sewer systems work. So like the flow of water is going downhill this way. Because this is your guy. This is
it's going that way. I was thinking the other way.
Yeah, it looks like all the stuff's dammed up by the gate there.
There are some dead bodies over there.
Because everyone keeps dying. Idiots.
Yep. Well, this is south in the river. So you guys do remember like there's an under mountain, like the area, like there's a mountain. Things flow from the mountain, and they flow in all directions out from the mountain for the water supply because it's higher elevation. So it radiates in directions. This particular section you guys are in, if you guys ever get a map of the sewer, I can show you. You're going south. This is facing south, so it flows down this way. If you were up higher, it would flow this way. If you were up towards the north, it would flow that way. But you know, it flows in all directions from the mountain in a radiating pattern. Kind of like the Motor City wheel in some instances. You know, where they have that great design.
You guys know the history of Detroit?
I'm not familiar with the area.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go across this here bridge.
As you guys walk over here, you see that there's actually a very nicely constructed bridge right here, not like this little shanty bridge here. There's 2 ways you can go. There's a nice looking bridge over here, and then there's a path that continues to flow south. Tzar, are you walking over here?
Nope.
So Tzar walks his way over here in the middle of the bridge.
Put that asshole back there.
And Tzar, give me a perception
foot of the
check.
bridge. No, I go to the foot of the bridge and I'm just like, maybe we should go this way. I'm going to be more careful.
I'm giving you a
this
perception
time.
check so you can see what's in both sides of this, so you can make a decision. I'm not doing it so I can hurt you.
I love it. All right.
I'm literally just telling you what your eyes see.
I love it. Skill check, normal roll, perception.
Nice.
Okay. With a 20, you can tell that this, you know that this flows down south. This will also take you in a roundabout way south as well. But both paths are, this one, there seems to be a smell of like rotten eggs coming from here. It's very dark. Over here, you can see that there's a small passageway that leads in there. And with your dark vision and with a 20, you can see that there seems to be some sort of object that's down this hallway and it's in the corner and it's stationary. And there seems to be several objects there over there. You also notice that there seems to be some sort of sign right here.
But I can't read the sign.
It's dark with dark vision. You can't quite make out from there what it says.
Okay.
Like it's dim light.
And like I don't detect anything like in the water that's about to fucking kill me.
Doesn't seem like there's anything in the water from your perception check.
Okay.
The sense of smell is very good. So like you smell the rotten eggs, I mentioned that, but your hearing is a -5 because of the water. It sounds of the water. and your sight is fine because but it's still dark vision. This is
okay. So I turn.
This is
I
like
turn
40
around
feet away.
I turn around to the party and I say, "It smells like there's a bunch of kale salad on the end of the their path."
Okay,
And
so
look,
you can see 60 feet with the dark vision. So yeah, you make out. Yeah, okay, I'll let you know when you see. So okay. Yeah, let me know what you want. I thought you had 30 feet of dark vision, not 60. So that's why I was telling you that you can't really see everything that far.
Okay. So look, buddies, I've been to the vegetarian restaurants in Brooklyn. They don't smell that great, and it smells like that down that road.
It does not smell. It does not smell bad in this direction. It smells bad in this direction.
Oh, never mind. What I meant to say is it smells bad going down the river, which is kind of obvious considering it's a shit river.
Yeah, there's no water over here, so you don't. There's not that musty, damp smell at all. It's actually a little bit of dust, a little dry dust over here.
I'll be honest with you, Tzar. I'm not feeling great. So if we can get out of this dank ass sewer as quick as possible, that'd be great. You say it's.
I say we should cross the whole bridge.
Let's go that way.
Let's cross the bridge. Let's just cross the damn bridge.
All right.
So you walk.
I'm
going to
tell you while I walk across the bridge that there is a saying in my people that if it smells like shit, it is shit.
That's a good saying.
All right, so go ahead and stop right there. Do you want to read the sign as you go by before you walk by it?
Yes. Let's read the sign.
Okay, great. Do you guys follow Tzar, or are you hanging back?
I'm gonna very carefully cross the bridge because I don't want to step on another rat.
Yeah, it seems like the rats are very, very. They seem to be scurrying about a lot, especially after that one rat came by and started telling its friends what happened.
Oh, it has communication ability.
Okay, so you got Hurk on your side. So what about you guys? Renaer's kind of hanging back. Same thing with Mako. They're kind of back here.
I'm sticking close to Tzar. I feel like we got a connection.
Oh, okay. Great. So you're going to be like, so you also have that danger sense, if you remember too. So if there are any, if there's like a trap or something, like you'd have advantage on dexterity saving those, which is really good. So like if you guys will probably take point a lot in the party just because you can take a hit and Tzar can sneak really well. So, all right. So you hide behind your new friend Tzar, or not hide behind him. You're standing behind him, kind of guarding over like a silent guardian as he.
I love the idea of him hiding behind me.
He's trying. So you're trying to, okay. So he's trying to stealthily like crouch behind you, but he's literally like, he's like almost 8 feet tall and you're 2.5 times. So even half his height, he's like 4 feet tall. So he's just towering over you. But he thinks he's being stealthy. All right. You read the sign and it says on there, Kevan's Kobolds.
Kevin?
Yeah, it says, the sign says this. It says it like this. Kevan's Kobold. It's kind of written, not the greatest font, but you can make it out. It looks kind of like
Comic Sans.
Like how you would write, kind of.
Now, I feel like I do have to ask because I'm looking at the sign and it looks like it says something else. Is that just because that was a token that you dropped in, or?
No, yeah, this sign. Yeah, the token's just whatever. I don't know what the token says. It's just a sign. Yeah, not Camp Sleepy Vale. No, it's not that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That would be bad. Hey, want to take a nap here in the dungeon?
What it actually says.
No, I just quickly pulled that up. I was generating assets super fast for this.
I love it. There's been nothing Christmas themed this entire episode, or cloaca.
So it says Kevan's Kobolds, and then it says Merry Maiden's Fair. Merry Maiden's Fair is what it says. And it says, all are welcome.
Okay, great. What's next?
You tell me.
I keep walking.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's
no danger.
Kobolds, do you know what Kevin? Maybe that's too forward of me to ask, but Kevin is
what? Just because I'm a kobold, I know everything, every goddamn
that
kobold
way, but you also
does.
seem to have a lot of familiarity with the sewers, so I thought maybe.
Oh, just because I'm from the sewers, I know everything, all the pieces of shit that comes through here. I don't fucking know why there's a goddamn sign over here. I'm just trying to fucking get us away from that weird foul stench that reminds me of the death of my mother. Remember when my mother died? Remember when my mother died? She kind of bloated up in kind of a weird way, and then like it kind of like exploded.
Just putting two and two together, okay?
Roll for racism. No, I was kidding.
Anyway. I advance.
You guys follow Tzar as there. He's like, as he's walking forward, and as you do, there's a tripwire that you walk over. And as you do that, there is this sound.
Oh God!
As it seems to be some bells. And as you notice, you cross over the entryway. I'm gonna need you and Lebowski, you and Bigfoot Lebowski, both make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Both of you.
Yeah, you guys were leading the pack.
Okay, Ian's good.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't have wisdom.
Okay, you roll at a 10 because that's the first one you're rolling with advantage, right? Not disadvantage. Yeah. Okay.
I guess I don't know why.
That's a fail. Do you want to re-roll that with your last inspiration?
Yeah.
You don't have to. I mean, it's you could take it.
100% I do.
Feeling strong. 14.
Oh.
That is just enough, actually. It's a 14 DC. You look up, and there seems to be a mistletoe that's above you, and you feel the strong urge to find the nearest person to you and give them a big old kiss on any part of their body, but for some reason, you just don't feel like it's a good idea right now. So you resist the effects of the mistletoe, and you don't have to kiss the nearest person to you, which would I mean, not like Bigfoot's a bad looking dude.
So bad,
I do like Bigfoot.
You could still essentially do it. You could pretend like
I got a 22 on my roll, but I'm kind of into that.
You can
nearest body part
voluntarily
to me.
Fail.
I'm 2 feet tall. He's like 16 feet tall. The nearest body part is the head of his knee.
Since you just barely made this wisdom save exactly how it is, so you just barely saved, right? You go 90. He can go the last 10 if he wants.
Oh,
so he can pick up what you're putting down if he wants to respond back. But you're definitely giving the body language like you can't quite reach him. So your 90 is really far for him. He is crouched down with you.
So first it was Burka, and then it was Bigfoot. There's a name for this fetish, right? Like,
I mean,
yeah, the fetish is.
So it's up to
where
Ian's
is the
character.
nearest genital organ?
If he's curious, he can find out if you've ever been kissed by a kobold, or you can not. It's consensual, so it's whatever you want.
I mean, I think there's a time and a place for this. This seems like a trap, so now's not the time. But I'm filing that away that like, hey, this is a thing that maybe later, whatever.
You just saw your ally die in a brutal fashion in the middle of a shit river, and now you're not hard. What the fuck is wrong with you?
As you guys do that, though, there's a glow that seems to come from right next to you guys, and I think you guys should be able to see that now. It seems like there's a glow coming from a Christmas tree with a bunch of presents on it. But as you go to almost give a little smooch to your big friend there, you hear this.
Hold it right there.
Who said that?
There's a voice that fills this whole hallway. It's almost like it's being projected like through thaumaturgy. And you
thaumaturgy.
And you hear this.
I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator.
What is this? Who am I? Macaulay Culkin?
You was here last night too, wasn't you?
No! You were.
You was here. And you was smooching with my brother. Don't give me that. You've been smooching with everybody. Snuffy.
I haven't been smooching with nobody.
Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg. Cheeks, Bony Bob, Cliff.
Hank?
I smooch with everybody. I don't care what you say. Voice from the nether regions.
I could go on forever, baby.
I know you could.
So, are you going to investigate these? It seems to call that out, but you can, if you want to, you can check out these gifts that are there, that are underneath this.
My
Christmas
main
tree.
strategy from now to the rest of the game is to hide behind Bigfoot.
Okay, so you don't check out the presents under the tree? It looks like there's an autographed copy of Shovel Ball signed by Thick Brady.
Looks like Bigfoot's gonna have to hand that one to me.
Guys, be careful. They could be mimics.
You also have Hurk. Hurk, you can see that there seems to be like a floating sword that is right next to
Hurk's like standing back here, like with his sword, trying to like cut down the mistletoe. Just because I'm like, I don't want anybody else to fall for this trap.
I just about sucked the Bigfoot's dick.
Yeah, that was weird. The mistletoe trap doesn't usually do that.
So
There also seems to be, you notice, Bigfoot, that there's a bowling ball there. That seems very, very nice. Swirly. You like swirly.
A bowling ball.
Yeah.
you know that Bigfoots are famous for bowling.
They love bowling.
I do. That's why I'm questioning
Lebowski,
why
baby.
there's...
Can I do a history check to try and remember the like the local customs of the Sea Maidens Fair?
Yes.
Like what kind of stuff is going on with
You can
that?
do a religion check as well.
Ooh, let me see what I have higher.
I think that is a type, either history or religion. But you might
so
have,
do I
as
want
Paladin, you might have proficiency. I don't know.
+0 or a +0?
Oh.
Can I do...
I thought as a Paladin, you might have religion. That was probably an option for you, but you probably didn't take it because you're not that religious. Oh, you rolled a 2?
Yep, I don't know shit.
So you're trying to, and you are out of inspiration, right? Okay, there you got one, right? You got one left?
No, I'm out.
You're out. Okay, you're out. So is Tzar. So is Bigfoot.
No, I have one more left, but I'm not going to give him that for this.
No, you used it on your wisdom save.
I had two. I had two.
You used the other one to help Bigfoot, but it didn't work. Remember, you used with the Ghoul-Aid man? You used that. So you used both of them.
Oh, I thought I didn't.
It was like
use
the
it
one
for that.
time that my wisdom was not up to snuff.
Yeah, your
I thought I
wisdom's
did
really
not
good,
use it for
actually,
that.
if I remember.
But okay, if I didn't use it for that, I'll just write it down.
I'm gonna use my my danger sense, and something's seems too good to be true.
You do. Let's see. You haven't really done anything that would trigger a danger sense, but you know, you don't. You think it's a
Can I,
little
like,
weird that there's the bowling
can I
ball
do, like,
sitting out here, but you know that. You know, you do know about kobolds, and they like to collect things. And I don't know who this Kevan guy is, but it seems to be pretty aggressive.
Oh, I get it now.
Kevan's kobolds.
Yeah.
Tzar, as you guys are thinking, Tzar, give me a history check.
History
I
check.
think it's intelligence based, so you should be okay with.
Okay.
I swear, if you know something about this Kevan Kobold and you were just making a big fluff about it earlier, I'm going to be very mad at you.
Says Tzar.
With a 12, you've heard of Kevan's kobolds because you know all the kobolds around here. They're pretty famous. And you've heard rumors that there's a main access point to the sewers that's to the east here, towards underneath the mountain, right? The Undermountain. And this is a rumored place that you've wanted to get to for a while, actually. Everybody does. That lets you access all sorts of important places under the Undermountain, like a place where, like a confluence where it kind of like a junction where they all meet up, all the different passages. And they all kind of, you've always wanted to ride it. There's like these sewage draining lines that all flow downhill, and you can rapidly get to almost anywhere in the city by accessing this point. Unfortunately, you know that Kevan's kobolds are in control of that access point.
Oh.
And it's very likely it's in this direction.
So, I did not say anything previously to this, but there are, Kevin, it's a gang of people is what I'm saying. There's people there.
Do you think they're in cahoots with the Xanthar gang?
No.
You don't really know.
You see my eyes going everywhere?
Tzar doesn't know. It's possible.
No. He says with complete determination.
Right. There's no need for I don't do insight checks between players. You can let me know if if Hurk believes him or not.
Yeah, I believe him.
Okay.
Fine.
So there's no way
All
it's
right.
Tzarafar. Bigfoot, do you believe him when he says that? That no to the Xanthar thing? I just need to know.
I don't.
future.
I don't know that I'm paying that much attention. I don't really care about the Xanathar. I'm just kind of on my own thing.
Mm-hmm. You don't even know who the Xanathar are, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
It's like, what the fuck is that? I don't care.
What's a Xanathar?
Quickly give.
I'm more interested in like this tree, because like I've been in the forest and that's like my domain, and I haven't seen a tree like this before.
So you say you're interested in it.
I'm checking it out.
What does that mean?
Why is it so shiny and shit?
Just touch the damn tree.
Do you want to touch? Do you want to touch the presents or the tree?
I'm looking at the tree.
You ignore all of those awesome items that are underneath this thing, and you reach with your towering figure over the presents to do what? Touch the tree and check it out, right?
Yeah, just give it a little poke. Just see what's up.
It lights up with all these beautiful lights, multicolored lights, but they're not that bright, really. In fact, they don't look very bright at all. And as you do that, a tongue reaches out and wraps around your arm. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Welcome to the party, pal.
With advantage.
Dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
You manage to slip free as this mimic pops out of the tree and starts trying to chomp at you guys. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Fucking mimics.
Okay. We'll start with Bigfoot. How do you want to react to this thing? So these teeth, the stem of the tree opens up and a tongue shoots out and it tries to grab you as it tries to have its piney branches reach around you like claws or like teeth.
Yeah, that's not a fucking tree. I know about trees. So do I have to like reestablish rage? I can do that as like a bonus.
Yep, you can start. You can start.
I love that question.
You can always start bonus action and rage. Yeah. Bonus action can always be at any time before or after.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do my fucking great axe and just try.
Oh shit! You want to cut down that tree, son?
Chop it right down. So that gives me advantage on that.
You got advantage to 19. That is a hit. For 6 slashing. As you bury your axe down to the base of this thing and start chopping down the Christmas tree. Or I mean the Sea Maiden's Fair tree.
Yes. So the rage was my bonus action already.
And the attack with the great axe was your action.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all I can do. Like, can I just like get a layout of like what?
Yeah.
Can you not see anything about these presents? Like, what are they about?
As the thing pulls you towards it, pulls your foot slightly towards you, and you step in, and your foot passes right through the presents.
Okay, so they're not even really like.
Apparently not. But you are blocking everyone's view of everything that's happening, except for the fact that you're being pulled in by something, because you're massive, and this is a small passage.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Tzar can see my ass though.
It's a good looking ass.
So as you chop the tree, you hear.
You gotta do better than that.
Do you end your turn? Do you want to move at all?
I want to just kind of sidestep, like.
You can sidestep around it if you want to.
Over here.
Yep.
So that there's like more people can see and attack and whatnot.
We can keep attacking past like 2 minutes from now, right? Like, you guys are cool with like chilling and like fucking killing this tree, because fuck this tree.
I got all night.
Okay. This tree up, man.
I'm gonna fuck this tree up because I want to fuck this tree up. Fuck this tree. I hate this tree. You know how much I hate this tree? I've got people in my life right now.
Yeah, fuck this tree. Yeah, baby. Fuck this tree.
Yeah, well, okay. White Claw Christmas here. We got a White Claw Christmas. It's gonna be a White Claw Christmas.
I'm about to beat the shit out of this tree. All right.
Okay, so you pass your turn then to next guy.
Yep.
Oh,
Hurk,
Hurk,
you're up.
I'm glad I hyped everyone up for someone else's turn.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna whip out my Orcarina and I'm gonna try and recruit some rats.
Yes, you can
Really?
certainly try that. Yep, that would be an action, but you can do it.
You realize how much, like, how little chance that has to work.
Yes, I do, but I also know for
Pretty
a fact
good if his
that
performance
this is
check
probably
is
the
good.
most likelihood of me being near rats in massive quantities.
They're everywhere.
So
You got a point with that.
Yeah.
Normal roll.
Bear in mind, if you are successful, perfect.
Nice.
Now it is. Merry Christmas. God bless us, everyone.
Thunderstruck on it. Just
So, okay, here's what happens. You play your flutes, and it is just like this. And this is what the rats hear.
Here's what we're gonna do. Me and my boys gonna mess you up.
Okay?
Do it again.
Remember that. This all has to be 6 seconds, okay? It's so.
Yeah, but do it again.
Here's what we're gonna do. Me and my boys gonna mess you up.
Christmas music here.
I love it.
And as you do that, all the rats in the area start, almost like the Pied Piper, they start to come out of the woodwork, and there's a bunch of them. There's at least 10 of them that start to gather around you. Even the one that you saw before, that gave you that spiteful look. As you turn, so they
The one whose friend he degloved.
you hear.
Can you like make that one like especially like faithful to the idea of fucking helping this guy?
They go, Big green one, what is it?
Help my friend over here. This big tree needs to be dead.
Oh, we very hungry. Yes. We very hungry. This, and then the other one, this
mask back on.
Yeah, you look over at this one here, and it says, "You're the one that killed the other rat, right?"
Listen, I said that was an accident. I'm so sorry. I will make it.
I always hated that one. You see, he slept with my wife. He was my kill. But I feel a rage. Come on. I'm very hungry.
I always hated that asshole. He
was my kill.
Stealing all of the
He
nuts.
says, "Well, you and I will talk later." He points at you. So you tell them to go attack the
Get at him,
tree?
boys.
Okay, as you do that, all these rats, and then all these rats come up as a giant rat swarm, and they pass over Tzar, and each one of them is going to roll a 1d4, so that's 10. Or no, not D4.
God,
D4 would be a lot.
precise game.
Yeah, it has to be D4. That's the lowest one. 10d4
Hell yeah.
with no modifiers. Roll. Oh, that's just one. I needed 10. Sorry. 33 damage as they swarm over this thing, and they it's like lots of fiber. Yes. And they start to munch on it, and the mimic's just writhing as it takes 33 points of damage. And this thing is looking really messed up. Its branches are flying over. They're dropping down. There's fake pine needles dropping all over the place. It's turning more and more brown as it reverts back to its natural color. And that was your action. It's looking really. It was like very effective, but they're still kicking.
Hell yeah. You should update your camera on stream too, by the way.
Oh fuck! I was just about to say it and whisper.
There we go. All these rats just swarm this thing, and they just devour it.
Great job, guys. Keep going.
And that's all they can do with their action for the turn, is that 10 of them all start to just munch on this Christmas tree. And is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I'm just gonna be sitting here, keep playing my ocarina and say, "Yeah, my boy's gonna fuck you up."
Yeah,
He's gonna fuck you up.
You can do a perception check as your cinematic skill check to see them fucking it up if you want to
Hell
see
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
You want to see? Yeah, get some more description in this asshole.
I'm pretty sure that's what they call the.
You see a Michael Bay like whip pan around me.
Get your IMAX cameras.
All right, is that all you want to do for your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yep. Okay, let's turn it on. I can't find it. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next person. Miko. Miko goes, "Is everything all right in there? It sounds... Does anyone need any help?"
You're characteristically late.
Mako runs over. Let's see. One. That's going to be doubles movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right behind you, and he says, Hurk, I didn't know you could play so well. I feel inspired. And he starts to clap for everybody to give a, to help out. As you're playing the song, he's kind of doing like a little, he's vibing with you.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yep. So he's going to use, and he's going to say, let's see what else. Let's see what is that? So he says to Tzar, he's like,
oh, really?
He's like, let's see if it helps inspire Tzar as well. And then,
Jesus Christ.
Yep. He filled with that Maiden's Fest spirit. And he passes his turn after that to the rat. And like another one of these rats here is like, it turns to Hurk as you're like leaning up against the wall there, playing your little do. And he says, he puts his hand on your shoulder. You recognize it. It's the same rat as before that put a hand on your shoulder. And he kind of just does that nod from like that meme, where he's like, and he says this.
It's not your fault.
3 times he says
What
it.
is this? What is this? Fucking Goodwill Hunting?
And he says,
It's not your fault.
No. What is this? Goodwill? No, I don't accept that. Is this Goodwill Hunting? Fuck that.
so he basically just says, it's not your fault for killing that other rat.
You should have just kept going, and then I would start crying.
I appreciate it.
I mean, it's his role playing, so if he wanted to do some stuff, he could. But it's up to you.
I cry anyway. Anyways, keep going.
Hurk doesn't be like, don't fuck with me, man. Not you, man. Not you. He's like, yeah, it's all right. His name is Will. This rat's name is Will. And he's been hunting. He's looking for that good will to be hunting with.
Why are you giving Charlie the fucking will rat? Man, I need the will rat.
He just has some goodwill with the rats. What can I say?
I am the will rat. I need the will rat. I don't know.
Renaer is trying to also meet up with you guys, but he is.
I keep forgetting about Renaer.
Cut through all this stuff here. Doesn't really have anything on him that would be a ranged attack, other than maybe a dagger, and it's not really a good idea to just start throwing daggers here around Hurk there when he's having this conversation. He sees the conversation between him and the rat, and he's like, "Oh, this is kind of like a moment." So, just gonna, yeah. So on to the Tzar.
I feel like I needed a psychological moment. I didn't get a psychological moment, so now I'm about to fuck up whatever the next thing I need to
also,
fuck up.
the only person that can hear the rats is Hurk. Just so you know. So you couldn't really hear them.
Great. Point being, let's see what this tree needs in terms of physical treatment. Hopefully, it's a lot of bad physical treatment. I'm not about to fuck it.
Can't quite get this thing to give me a token. I don't know why it's not popping up. I'm trying to mark it as bloodied. It's bloodied. It's not bloodied. Pop-up menu is not. It's not happening. I don't know why.
All right. Well, I'm going to beat the shit out of it with dexterity. I'm going to use some fucking stabbing maneuver. I'm just going to try to chop it down like an old-fashioned goddamn guy from the 50s trying to get himself a tree for his family before he goes back to the factory. When factories had good jobs. Let's see. Skill check what? Oh, do you want me to do a shovel check? Tactical shovel?
What are you trying to do? Just let me know.
Oh, I just told you I was gonna beat the shit out of it with my shovel.
Okay, go for it.
All right. What's the next step?
You attack with your shovel.
Tactical shovel. Advantage? Do I have an advantage?
Yeah.
Am I close?
Yep.
Yeah, I do because there's a man right next to me.
Tactics, because I'm close. Yeah.
You got like super pack tactics right now. There's like there's not only is there Bigfoot, there's like 10 rats that are actively eating away at this thing.
All right.
16 is enough to hit. Yeah. For 9 slashing.
16 for 9 slashing.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
I want to beat the shit out of it just with pure bludgeoning hatred.
So Tzar goes past the presence, right through them, starts slamming down, and just starts wailing on it with the rats as this thing squirms.
I just really want to impress upon the fact that I hate this holiday and I hate everything associated with it, and I hate this creature that decided to impersonate it, and like there is so much hate flowing through me that like my eyes are bloodshot, and like I just love inflicting pain upon it. It makes me happy.
That's good. Well, it's a nice Christmas spirit that you're filled with. You're filled with that Christmas spirit with you. God bless us, everyone. This little tiny Tim over here says, God bless us, everyone. Now we have a nice roast. Thanksgiving, or Maiden's Fest roast.
I can't wait to eat it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you guys are out of combat.
Nice. Yeah, we are. After that, we are definitely out of combat because that thing is dead. If it's not dead, I am using the rest of my lifespan to kill it.
As the tree dies, you guys hear several mechanisms from all the walls. There seems to be lined with arrow slits all along the wall. Every square has an arrow slit. So that's 1, 2, 3. There's like 10 of them. You're completely surrounded. And you hear this.
What do you mean, oh no?
I believe you.
What do you mean, oh no?
But my Tommy gun don't.
I mean, oh no, because I just unwillingly led a bunch of rats to their demise
I know,
again.
Right? So here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. He says,
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
I get down on my damn knees because I don't give a fuck about traps. I'll do what they say. Hopefully, I don't need to be not on my knees for the trap, but fuck it. I'm on my knees.
Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I believe you. That's why I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to get your lousy, lying, low-down, four-flushing carcass out my door.
okay.
1.
He counts to 1. How do you react?
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Everybody leave?
2.
Yeah.
Does everybody
I'm
leave?
gone before he says 2. I'm over here.
If I can get out that fast, I'm out.
Ian, do you leave?
Yeah.
Three. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Motherfucker, I went the other
And a
way.
Happy New Year.
He's out of ammo. We can go back now.
David, I went the other way.
As you guys...
I meant to go down this hallway, not back.
Okay, you avoid the arrows by going forward into it, yeah.
No, like I thought the arrows were coming from here.
All directions.
Oh boy. Okay,
You don't know what's over here though, but you just blindly run into the darkness over here.
I blindly ran into the darkness over here.
And you hear this.
Well, blindly. He's got
And there's
dark.
plenty more where that came from.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
And with
Be
that,
honest. Just be
that's where
honest.
we end the episode as Tzar is now separated from the rest of the group.
No!
As he runs into deeper into the Kobold's lair. And we'll have to see the fate of Tzar as he tries to escape the labyrinthine sewers passages. Meanwhile, Hurk looks back at the rats as several of them jumped as body shields to protect you from the incoming fire, sacrificing themselves in the spirit of Christmas. Looks like Tiny Tim won't be making it for another Christmas after all.
You just hear like a very whispered, just sob. Just not again.
No,
As the rings
I'm
start
dead.
again.
No sleigh bells.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight. So
No!
There you go.
Damn it!
Why did you run the other way?
Because it made sense. Go the other way. It's shooting down the path.
Yeah. Just keep going straight when you keep on running into all sorts of traps. You're like, yeah.
No
I'll
one
just
ever
run to do
said it
that.
was shooting from here.
Well, let's see if you guys can
I bet
rescue
it was
Tzar
from
next week,
here.
as he is. I don't know if what's going to happen. If he's going to be lost, or if he's going to just continue walking down there.
I'm gonna have to roll a damn D20, get a damn 19, just to fucking keep going with.
In order to get out of there, you'd have to pass through all those arrow slits again. You know.
Damn it!
Something to think about. You guys might have to do a
how fast
rescue
can they
mission.
reload a bunch of arrow slits?
I don't know. I guess that you can
I'm
test
running
it out.
so fast through them, and I'm so small. There's no way they're hitting me. I'm just like I just walk by it, and like they keep hoping it's an orc because they're the assholes that fucking do this shit.
Yeah, we're really lucky that Tzar has a twin brother for when he inevitably gets killed.
Weird. It's not metagaming or anything, but if you don't make it, there's always another spare.
Shut up. No, Tzar's gonna win.
I'm really
this.
interested to see. I don't know why that happened, but I'm really interested to see what happens now.
If I have to play Jinpachi, he is dead in the first 10 minutes.
You'll have Cade to join the party as well next week, and you know what? If Cade rejoins, I'll still let you use one of Nami's abilities one time.
Boy,
when you guys are doing there.
Not gonna believe all of this.
Yeah.
By the way, Cade, you have to save Tzar. He decided to run down a fucking hallway while people were shooting Tommy guns down it on either side. Because he was awesome.
Is that gonna add that? No, he disappears.
Yeah, write that down.
I'll keep that same order. I'm just trying to make sure the stream can see that there was the rats and the presents and stuff like that there. And then Tzar is...
Yeah. Make sure everything is all appropriate.
Tzar is in a great spot. He's looking good. There we go.
I have all the way forward. Why is it that every place I go, there are people that kill me? I'm just trying to make this game good, and all I get in return.
Hey, you're doing good. You were starting to read the sign. You're reading the signs. It's good. But literally... But, I mean, you could always do a little more, like maybe ask me for a history check or an investigation check or any kind of check before you just keep walking, after you read a sign one time. You could be like, hey, what are Kevin's kobolds? I wonder. Hey, do I know what those are? But you're like, I walk into the hallway. I'm like, all right.
I knew a guy named Kevin in our middle school class.
Kevin!
And he was an asshole.
Hopefully he's not watching tonight. We just lost a subscriber.
There's no one's watching tonight.
I'm watching.
I am too, and so is David. That's the 3 watchers we have.
Our journey
I'm not watching. Margie might have been watching. I'm not sure if she commented. I haven't been checking the
There
chat.
are 3 watchers. It's me and Charlie and someone
I saw
else.
Spicy Boy make a few posts, and then all right, well, I'm going to end the stream. We can still keep talking, but everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. We're actually going to stream again next week on Thursday, right?